Horizon Grand Prix for us has been a challenge. They've given us the challenge to be able to design car, be able to run that long period fast and efficient.
Donc nos élèves, c'est des élèves qui sont issus de toutes les filières. L'idée c'était d'avoir des élèves un peu de toutes filières confondues. Et donc l'idée c'était de créer un groupe un peu divers et de créer une alchimie sociale qui finalement...
We hebben een probleem gehad met ons differentieel. Er was een asjeut en we hebben dat opgelost door een asjeut te snijden zelf. We hadden dat niet in de starter.
My emotion towards the race is I love it. I completely love it. I've only had experience with a few toy RC cars and this is completely different. This is a new experience.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the H2 Grand Prix. This is the finals day, the 6-hour endurance race with these 15 teams from various countries around the world. Yesterday, they competed in two-hour qualifiers, and these are your teams that was able to qualify and now will challenge for the 6-hour endurance race to become the overall world champion. Let's talk a little bit about this program. The Horizon H2GP is a global school-based science and engineering program that provides students with hands-on experience in designing, engineering, and racing remote-controlled fuel-cell electric vehicles powered by hydrogen. Students taking part gain employable skills in science and technology while also developing competence in critical thinking, creativity, and teamwork. At the end of the program, students are well-equipped for a variety of careers in renewable energy. The organizer was founded in 2003. Horizon Fuel Cell Technologies began the sale of miniature fuel cells to demonstrate the technology to schools and students around the world, while investing in R&D of more advanced products and industrial applications. In 2013, the Horizon Educational Group was formed as an independent division dedicated to the deployment of a complete range of educational solutions, equipment, as well as online curricula and educational programs. With distributors in over 150 countries, the STEM kits and technical training equipment have an international reputation for quality, educational content, and award-winning design. Discover more at horizoneducational.com. We would like to thank our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech USA, and the H2GP Foundation. Let's meet our teams. Yesterday, after the two separate two-hour qualifiers, car number 16, Oakwood Pink from the USA, is your TQ and top qualifier, followed by team 45, Team Bulgaria from Bulgaria. Coming in 3. In our third position, from the Netherlands, car number 42, Summer H2 Racing. In In fourth, we have from the USA, car number 86, Team Waldorf. Rounding off our top 5 is car number 73, the Ostrov team from Slovakia. In the 6th position, car number 39, the Vitar Atomic 1 team from Belgium. In the 7th place, 63, Pink Hawk from Czechia. Also in the 8th position, car number 20, the EPI Gibbs team as well from Czechia. Car number 9. In the 9th position, car number 72, the Kazuki Stronglachi team from Slovakia. In the 10th position, car number 44, the HC Vera Racing team from Czechia. In position number 11, the 57 Steam Legacy from the USA. In the 12th position, car number 47, the Hydro PBIS from Czechia. In the 13th position, we have car number 21, the Temasek Racer from Singapore. In 14th, we have the car number 2, Los Stem Materos from USA. And rounding off our final qualifier in position number 15 is the car number 58, the ISA Borno Hydro car from Czechia. I just want to make a correction that the car number 20 in position 8 is from Switzerland.
Star of the show yesterday. That
Yes.
was one fast car on track yesterday.
Very fast yesterday, but also the only car to get 2 stop and goes.
Yeah, see what today brings.
Well, we welcome everybody to this exciting 6-hour endurance race. Yesterday, these racers had 10 hydro sticks to use for 2 hours. Today, I believe they have 22 hydro sticks that they have to conserve for 6 hours. Yesterday, we saw the Oakwood Pink team be the most efficient team with only using 4 hydro sticks for their 2-hour qualifier. Team Bulgaria was your second fastest car yesterday, but they also used 8 hydro sticks by the end of their 2-hour qualifier. They're going to have to revise their strategy to today and go into conservation mode if they want to be able to compete and finish the 6 hours.
Just to let you guys know on the stream, we're just cutting out in and out from time to time so that Lefty can allow the race director Nicola make the orders known so that everyone knows what's going on track. So we're taking a bit of a back seat so that the race can get underway, and we're speaking when we can, but we have to kind of stop when Nicola talks, and then we come back again. But the show will be underway very, very soon.
Yes, we don't want to disturb Nicola. So.
Indeed, yes. So we're not going out over the PA now, but we are talking to you guys at home, which is fantastic. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Missed a great opening ceremony. We had a great rendition of the national anthem. There we see the mayor of Las Vegas, who was super excited to be here. Had some great things. Even gave the youngsters a poker chip. And there you see our singer, some type of opera singer, I would say. Very opera-esque.
Voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel.
Yeah, beautiful rendition of American national anthem. There is the mayor holding the flag, I think, waiting to get the race underway.
Yes, not as many people here as yesterday in the conference, in the actual convention, but I'm sure that's going to change later on today. It's still early.
Thing is, we're starting 2 hours earlier than we did yesterday.
Yesterday, it was absolutely packed. I was so busy calling the race, and then I looked up over there, and I just saw thousands of people there waiting to get food, and I was just like, oh, the nerves kicked in, and I was like, people can hear my voice all over here. Here we're looking at the Netherlands team, who had a very exciting race at the end. to beat off Waldorf and come in second. So it came down to the very end. Our second qualifier was not the same. It was a battle of attrition with lots of cars dropping out.
Two very different races, actually.
Yes, very do. But that Oakwood Pink comes in here as the absolute favorite. As we see the cars now going out for their parade lap.
No.
Oh, they have started. So that looks like actually Team Bulgaria out front. And I was right. Team Bulgaria was talking to their pilot. He actually races RC as a hobby there in Bulgaria, 1/8 scale, on-road and off-road. He's applying these driving skills. But there's Oakwood Pink right out to a lead right off the bat. So these were our two fastest cars yesterday, 1 and 2. Bulgaria does not want to let that Oakwood Pink get too far in front of him. They kind of just want to hold on, chase him down. Don't allow him to get don't let that car allow to get too many laps out in front as they navigate through some lap traffic early out. Oakwood Pink able to hold up that pace for 2 hours yesterday. We did not see them slow down one bit. So that car is highly efficient. Lots of work. Lots of diagnostics and analysis going into this car to make it uber efficient. Great presentation by this team. But we see that Bulgaria team able to match them lap by lap. That those RC racing skills come in handy for Team Bulgaria. But this is a battle of attrition, 6 hours of racing. Can they keep this pace up for 6 hours? We shall see. As they are matching each other lap for lap, they are actually, Bulgaria is 0.2 of a second back of Oakwood Pink. And there we go. They're going to have there we go. Bulgaria takes the lead as Oakwood Pink gets in an accident. Lap traffic might come into play, and Oakwood Pink takes back that lead. Lap traffic allowing these cars to pass each other. We see one driver frantically waving on the driver's stand. But Bulgaria not letting Oakwood Pink get too far in front of them. But Bulgaria was they used quite a lot of hydro sticks yesterday, so I don't know how long they can keep up this pace. We know that Oakwood Pink can keep up this pace for at least 2 hours. I believe they got 45 minutes on a hydro stick yesterday. Bulgaria not so efficient. So he will have to make up for that with his driving skills. And as he takes the lead, as Oakwood makes a mistake, and it goes back to Oakwood Pink. As they zip around this lap traffic, they've already put a lap on the field. In third is the car number 21 of the Temasek Racers. Fourth, the car 73, and fifth, car 72. But Oakwood Pink and Bulgaria just swapping leads right on her in the first 3 minutes of this race. And Bulgaria gets tied up in some lap traffic, and that's going to cost them valuable tenths of seconds. But that Team Bulgaria car is looking very good out there, very fast. We see Oakwood Pink looks like they made a mistake as they go past the Swiss car, which was also a very fast car yesterday, but suffering many gremlins and as well as penalties. But these two cars, Team Bulgaria coming out swinging, letting Oakwood Pink know that they cannot run away with this. As they take the lead once again. Great driving by Team Bulgaria. Going on the inside of Pink Hawk, coming up on a car that looks very similar to his, similar paint job. Very good driving by Team Bulgaria. This is where they're going to have to make up their time and efficiency with their driving skills. Applying a lot of his 1/8 scale nitro on-road and off-road skills from racing in Bulgaria, Switzerland and Austria, and various other countries in Europe. Looking very dialed out there right now with that green and white and red car. Wingless car that chose to go without a wing. And Oakwood Pink, he has a 6.4 second lead over Oakwood Pink at this moment. But it's 5 minutes, just about 5 minutes on in this 6-hour race. At some point, Bulgaria is going to have to go into conservation mode and save some of their hydro sticks. And he wants to build up a lead so that doesn't affect them as much as he zips by the orange wedge-shaped car of Team Netherlands, who had an exciting second-place finish yesterday. Pink Hawk is already in the pits. They've only done one lap, unfortunately for them, having technical difficulties right off the bat. But no technical difficulties for Bulgaria as they are flying right now. Let's see what the lead is when they come past when Oakwood Pink comes past the loop. Pulled out to an immense lead so far, 6.2 seconds. They have got that Mugen chassis dialed out there right now. But can they keep up this pace for 6 hours? That will be the question. Team Bulgaria driving very smooth out there, hitting their apexes. Very little steering input, smooth transitions, using as little power as possible. Driving very efficiently, maneuvering around this lap traffic, which is going to be something they have to deal with every lap. Great pass by Team Bulgaria, avoiding a mishap. And he has put 2 laps now on Oakwood Pink, so not sure what's going on with Oakwood Pink. Maybe they are... Oh, Oakwood Pink has come in for a hydrostick change early. We saw them go 45 minutes yesterday, and with 6 minutes on, they've come in for a hydrostick change already.
I was not expecting to see that.
Oh, no. So maybe a change in strategy, but that's still quite a short time to go in
Really
for a
nice.
hydrostick change.
Yeah, I mean, they went... I don't know, they went a long time on one stick yesterday.
At this same pace. So not sure what happened. Maybe just having some... Oh, and Bulgaria gets clipped by some lap traffic, and he's on his lid, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. Let's have a replay of that. He gets tagged. Yep, he gets tagged by the Hydro PBIS team. They'll have to stop and wait, but the damage is already done to Team Bulgaria. And that bodes well for Oakwood Pink. But really want to know what happened with them coming in and getting a hydrostick change so early. Lots of racing left to go with 5 hours and 53 minutes left in this endurance race at the H2 Grand Prix here in Las Vegas. Oh, a big mistake by Team Bulgaria. You just need to get their composure, calm down. He is an excellent driver. He's going to have to rely on these skills to beat the efficiency of Oakwood Pink. One of the few cars that are based off a racing chassis in my world, coming from the RC racing world. So always good to see. Mugen Siki chassis. Been a name brand company in my industry for many, many years. Many world championships in both on-road and off-road. National championships here in America. European championships. FEMCA Asian championships. This company has a long history of winning. And Team Bulgaria is still maintaining that 1 lap lead, but this is exactly what he needs. They need get out front, get in pace, set the pace, and make Oakwood Pink chase them. I would love to have known what they went home and talked about last night. I'm sure they re-strategized. Oh, and he gets tagged again by the Hydro PBIS team. And that's not what he wants. Team Bulgaria is going to have to just calm down, wait for his time, bide his time, and shoot for the gaps when he can. Because when he makes mistakes like that, that just allows the Oakwood Pink team to gain. There's still a couple laps down, but we shall see. It'll be interesting to see when Bulgaria comes in for a fuel stick change, a hydro stick change, as they used 8 yesterday, one of the teams that used the most. Oh, some rough driving there by the Swiss team, and Bulgaria gives it back. A little rubbing racing going on. Very hard to maneuver and around this lap traffic with the lanes being so narrow here. But some excellent driving as we see Oakwood Pink right behind them, but that is still not for position as Oakwood Pink needs to unlap themselves. Team Bulgaria coming out swinging here. As we hear somebody in the pits screaming. Maybe an off-track excursion by one of the cars. Team Bulgaria, 38 laps. Almost on the 10-minute mark with an incredible pace. So it's Team Bulgaria from Oakwood Pink from Temasek Racer, Ebi Gibbs, and Ostrif team, your top 5. The Dutch team who came second in their qualifiers currently running in 7th. Waldorf, who was a late bloomer yesterday, who hung in the back of the pack in their first qualifier and challenged for the second place with the Netherlands team. We see Pinkhawk going reverse on the track, having some issues. Bulgaria slingshotting across that yellow and green car. Well, Bulgaria is looking very strong right now with 10 minutes down. 5 hours and 49 minutes left to go. Can Team Bulgaria keep up this pace? Can they dethrone the world champions? Not like that. He's going to have to take his time as he gets into the back of, I believe that is some rough driving right there. And that allows Oakwood Pink to unlap 1 lap from themselves. They have 1 more lap to make. And let's stay on this race because this is actually the race of the 2 fastest cars on this track. Oakwood Pink, that blue and pink, very low profile, completely designed from scratch car, versus a slightly modified production car from one of the leading racing companies in RC. As they both zip around that corner, Bulgaria just seems to have a little bit more speed. But that Oakwood Pink car corners very well, very low to the ground. A little bit smaller, able to get into some smaller gaps. Oh, they go. They almost get by as they slingshot down the straightaway. Wow, they were right. That was exciting. He was all in his tail draft, trying to get a little drafting going on. Let's see. Oh, Bulgaria just taps the rear end of Oakwood Pink, lets him know he's there. Trying to unnerve him, trying to get them to make a mistake. And they do, but they're able to recover. And this is the battle right here. Even though Oakwood Pink is in second, Bulgaria doesn't want them to unlap themselves. And a great pass by Team Bulgaria on the inside on that 180. Awesome pass by that. Great driving. Team Oakwood just going a little bit wide, and Bulgaria capitalizing on that, shooting for the gap. As Ayrton Senna says, if you cease to shoot for the gap, you are no longer an RC racer. And Oakwood Pink on their lid, making a mistake out there in no man's land. That's going to bode well for Team Bulgaria as they pull off 51 laps down. Lap traffic. There, the Oakwood Pink trying to maneuver its way around that red car for the Swiss team, who was very fast yesterday early out in their qualifier. And technical difficulties, and Oakwood Pink's going to have to keep it off the pipes if they want to continue and become a world champion once again. They also don't want to break their car. 6 hours is a very long time to drive, and we'll probably see a battle of attrition as electronics get hot, components get banged off the pipes. We can see things breaking.
So they were on 27 laps. Yeah.
Number 63 head-to-head 10 laps.
Okay.
We'll try to do it in between, but it's difficult.
All right, as Oakwood Pink just, oh no, and gets it wrong just before the loop. That lap traffic causing lots of problems for Oakwood Pink. And a gaggle of cars right there. There's Waldorf. He tries to go on the inside of Waldorf, clips the rear end, and then gets caught by that orange and blue car. They also need to just calm down and run the race that they ran yesterday. Team Bulgaria is still out there on one hydro stick. So something, they went in and they made some great plans last night. They are now 2 laps ahead.
It's interesting, isn't it? 15 teams, 15 different strategies out there.
Yes. And everybody's still running at the moment, so that's always good to see. Oakwood Pink making another mistake right there. They went yesterday making very little mistakes And today, in this first 15 minutes of competition, they have made probably more than they did yesterday.
I don't know if they were attempting to enter the pit lane then, got it wrong, and then were placed back on the track. No. Okay.
Oh, no. Little blocking right there, drives them into the pipe.
At this stage, it doesn't look like endurance racing. It looks like speed race. This looks like a 5-minute race.
I do not know how long they'll be able to keep up this. Oakwood Pink, we know yesterday, but I'm a little worried with them already using 2 hydro sticks so early, and they are only infield. They have 6 hours to make that up. They can't get too far behind. But right now, the toast of the town is Team Bulgaria out there cruising right now in the zone. I'm sure they'll have to switch drivers at some point. Oh, no.
So we need to find car 20 on track. That's the Swiss team whose wing is hanging off. They're about to get onto the main straight. That red car has been ordered by the race director, Nicola, to make repairs, entering the pit lane now.
I'm pretty sure they're just going to rip that rear wing right off.
They don't want to make the mistake of making those repairs trackside again.
Yes. Don't want to get a penalty like they did. And they did. They just ripped
it off.
Probably why we see Team Bulgaria deciding to go wingless.
It's just extra weight.
Extra weight as well. Oh, wow. That little bit of revenge there because Oakwood Pink tried to go on the inside of that car in the previous corner. And now we see a little bit of...
That's car 58, isn't it?
Oh, car 58.
It's the Bruno.
Issa Bruno team. So, but they just want to keep calm. They don't want to get in a pushing and shoving match out there that can damage their car. Oh, and look, Team Bulgaria is on rails right now. He is just finding all the gaps, not making any mistakes. He's now got 67 laps. Impressive by Team Bulgaria. But a long way to go as we have 5 hours and 43 minutes left in this 6-hour endurance race. We want to say thank you to Horizon for bringing us the H2 Grand Prix World Final race here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as well as RE Plus for having us here. Also, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech USA, and of course, the H2GP Foundation.
We talk about Pink Hawk. Pink Hawk fans, do not worry. They are 10 laps higher than they are showing in the timing system right now. So this says 29 laps. They actually have 39 laps, 40 laps now for Pink Hawk. That's Team 63.
Yeah, a little timing problem. They'll try to fix it when they come in for, I believe our timer was telling us. So we have some fans online rooting on the Pink Hawk team who are from Czechia. But right now, Team Bulgaria, that green and white car, red top, out there on 72 laps. I did not expect this. I really thought that Oakwood was going to kind of run away with it like they did yesterday. But Team Bulgaria went home, strategized, probably set up, wrenched on their cars, made some changes. I would expect that if their driver having a lot of RC experience, he probably went and made some setup changes as well to make the car handle better because it's really driving excellent right now. And they are looking great out there. But can they hold this pace for 6 hours?
What they did for 2 hours yesterday, they only need to do it for 2 hours somewhere within the 6 hours here, and they'll still probably be doing very, very well.
Yes. When they went into conservation mode, maybe they used too many, maybe they were eager on the hydro sticks yesterday and changed without needing.
They used 4. I mean...
No, Bulgaria.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Bulgaria, I think they were up to 6, 7...
8.
Maybe 8 hydro sticks, right. So one of the most thirsty cars out there in that first qualifying race.
We have somebody in the stands with pom-poms cheering on. Not sure which team they're cheering on, but we have fans. Thank you for supporting these youngsters out here taking this racing absolutely serious. They want to become world champions as well. This hydrogen technology combined with RC is excellent, teaching these students mechanical skills, engineering, and everything about renewable energy. It's always great to see. We talk about this in my industry a lot about getting RC into the high schools and getting it in the hands of younger students. As you see Bulgaria just probably backing off a little bit, not going as fast, probably just feathering that throttle down the The straightaway going into a bit of a conservation mode. That is all a part of it, using their throttle finger to conserve power, not going as fast right now because they're still on one hydrogen. Oh, but they need to stop avoiding these mistakes, even though that wasn't their fault. Unfortunate for them. Once again, getting into the Hydro PBIS car. Seems like a little rivalry is brewing here between this car, these two teams. As they are now chasing down that Dutch team. See, they're not going as fast on the straightaway as they were earlier, so probably just backed off a bit. They now have a 3-lap lead over Oakwood Pink, so they can go into conservation mode for a few minutes and go for the distance instead of overall speed. And as I say that, I thought their car...
They're teasing you again.
They teased me. I thought they, I think they slowed down after tapping the Netherlands car. The Netherlands car, another great car. Got a chance to watch this, and as the teams did a 3-minute presentation to us, judges on Monday, they had to explain all the modifications and what they'd done to the car. The Netherlands had a very innovative car along with Oakwood Pink. Well, Team Bulgaria looking very smooth, very calm, very collective, hitting his lines, hitting his points every lap after lap, not using too much throttle, conserving. He just went across for lap 85. But Oakwood Pink has just started to climb back up. They're only 2 laps back. And 2 laps is not enough on this track. You have Team Bulgaria followed by Oakwood Pink, followed by Ipai Gibbs. In 4th position, the Ostrov team. And in 5th, car number 72 of the Kasuki Strojoni team. Right now, the 2 top teams have 10 laps on 3rd and 4th and 5th. And Team Bulgaria out there on that first hydro stick, going for the long run right off the bat. Oh, no. Oh, we have some commotion in the crowd. Not sure what that's all about. And it looks like Team Waldorf is off the track. Not sure what happened there. We see one spectator out there with a banner cheering on Team 44. Getting a little emotional out there in the crowd, I would say.
That's a world final. There's a lot riding on this.
I would say so.
There's a lot of pride at stake. There's a lot to be achieved.
Whoa! Excellent jump by that mechanic. As the mechanics have to turn marshal their team's cars. Whoa! Right now, Team Bulgaria is embroiled in a battle to pass Team Netherlands, who's currently being scored down in 8th. Team Bulgaria and Oakwood Pink were embroiled in a vicious battle right at the start, swapping the lead for lap after lap, but Oakwood Pink came in for an early hydro stick change, and that allowed Bulgaria to pull out an impressive lead. And they're still going very strong on their first hydro stick. We haven't seen anybody go to hydro stick number 3 yet. It'd be very interesting to find out why Oakwood Pink came in for an early hydro stick change. Very, very strange after seeing them go so long yesterday. How long can Team Bulgaria keep up this pace and this driving? Can their driver drive for 6 hours? He'll need to have a break at some point. But right now, the young Bulgarian showing off his RC racing skills, learned from many years in the hobby, racing in Europe, racing in the 1/8 scale on-road world, which is compared to the Formula One world, cars reaching speeds of 85 miles an hour, cornering. As we see Team 2, who is the La Matelos, Los Moteros coming into the pit. But Team Bulgaria maintaining that 3-lap lead over Oakwood Pink. And Team Bulgaria is in the pits. They are in the pits. Let's see this on online. Let's see if we can see their pit stop online. Let's see how fast they are. They're coming in for a hydrostick change. A little getting caught up slightly there in some traffic. Oh, let's see how fast they are. I think two-person mechanic. Do they have 2 hydrosticks? Yes, they do. They are running 2 hydrosticks, so they are going slightly longer. That would be why they used so many hydrosticks yesterday. Looks like they used all 2 both of their hydrosticks, so they're refueling right now. 2-person pit strategy. Oakwood Pink now on the same lap as them. So pressure is on the pit team of Team Bulgaria to get their team back out there as Team Oakwood Pink just takes over that lead. We can see the pit people frantically trying to get those body clips on and get that car back out there and not lose too much time to their competitor, Oakwood Pink, who's now 2 laps ahead of them. But with the pace we saw from Team Bulgaria, I don't think it would be hard for them to get that 2 laps back. As we wait to see their team get back on the track. And Oakwood Pink. All right, so Team Bulgaria back on the track, just 1 lap down, 22 seconds back. So a decent pit stop from them, but their car is very fast and driving very good. So I don't think it will be a problem for them to make this lap time back up. That was the problem with Oakwood Pink. When they went in for their hydrostick change, they were not able to make up that space on the track again. So I think we're going to see a tight race here with 5 hours and 32 minutes left to go. That was 30 minutes for the Team Bulgaria team coming in and changing. So if they can keep on doing that, they will put themselves in a great position. Bulgaria already making up time very fast on the Oakwood Pink team, who's in a groove right now, not making any mistakes. We saw them make some uncharacteristic mistakes early out. Looks like they've gone into a bit of a conservation mode as well, not going as fast on the straightaway. All strategically, I'm sure. Very hard for a racer to go slower. And he needs to go slower to conserve fuel and power consumption. The racer inside of you wants to go full chat all the time, as fast as possible. But great driving right now by Oakwood Pink. Probably getting back on their strategy after an early hydrostick change as they're coming up on the rear end of Team Bulgaria. So Bulgaria is going to want to... Bulgaria looks to have gone in conservation mode as well. Oakwood Pink coming around to put them down another lap. Bulgaria is going to have to rely on their driving skills right now to stay not too far off of Oakwood Pink, as both cars are about the same speed coming down the straightaway. Bulgaria closing the door on Oakwood Pink, shutting that door on all the inside lines, not allowing them to get any advantage and shoot for that gap. Great driving by Team Bulgaria, defending. And we heard the Los Matelas cheerleaders cheering on their team. That's awesome. Very good. Excitable. Team Bulgaria just trying to hold off Oakwood Pink, not letting them by. They have a 2-lap lead over them right now. Probably hoping for Oakwood Pink to have some incidents there and allow them to pull a little bit of a gap. Probably as well going into conservation mode, so they are not going as fast as they were. They are matching Oakwood Pink for speed. They cannot get them on the straightaway. So these are our leaders. The leaders in the rear, that pink and blue car with the smoky, accented, clear body. They said that they painted that body that way so they could see when they do fuel stick hydro stick changes. They demonstrated how they will do the hydro stick changes yesterday in the judging, in the presentation on Monday. Very interesting, very thought out team. They had computers out, they had analysts going, they had a diagram of their aerodynamics as well. They actually put the body, they had many stages of different bodies they showed us. This is their when they showed us, this was their Gen 3 car. They had another car, a Gen 4, ready to go in case this didn't. So complete science mode on this car. And very impressive yesterday, able to go 45 minutes on one hydro stick. So looks like Team Bulgaria is just really going into conservation mode. We saw this happen with them yesterday where and Oakwood Pink comes into pits again. Oh, wow. That is 30 minutes on, and they are coming in for a second hydro stick change. There you see they have their platform right there. They have practiced this many, many times. A good rhythm, no stress. I'm sure there's a lot of stress on the pit person right now. Got their computer out, checking diagnostics. This is like a Formula One team here. We don't even see this in our genre of RC. No computers out or anything like this. Pure science mode. Having some issues getting their fuel stick in. Very long pit for them. This bodes well for Team Bulgaria, who's now taken over the lead. And they are having a very long pit. The Oakwood Pink team don't know what's going on here. Making some adjustments, it looks like. And I think they are done getting... they are taking the body off now. So a very long pit for Oakwood Pink. Our favorites coming into this yesterday. And now, not looking to have some early issues. 2 hydro sticks in 30 minutes. Very unusual. You see them still working. It's hard to see. You can't really see working on their car. I think they got it back out. I think they have got it back out. And Team 44 right now is in the pits as well. The HC Verna team. Verva. Oh, no. So Nikola has laid down the law. We saw the 20 team get 2 stop-and-go penalties yesterday. They have a warning now, and the 86 team, I believe, has a warning as well. So our race director laying down the law to keep the racing fair as possible. But Team Bulgaria back out to that 2-lap lead, able to go 30 minutes in their first hydro stick compared to Oakwood GP. Lots of time left to go, but looking very solid for Team Bulgaria. But 5 hours and 27 minutes left to go in this race. Lots of attrition, lots of electronics, heat, anything could go wrong. Bulgaria just backing it down a little bit and driving smoothly, making no mistakes, keeping it off the pipes. This is what they did yesterday to win their qualifier. Very smart driving by them. Right now we have car number 45, Team Bulgaria in first. Number 2 is the 16 car of Oakwood Pink in third position. Car number 20, the EPI Gibbs team from Switzerland, who got a warning. Car 73 is in fourth, Ostriff team. Car 5 is the Kazuki Stronjoni team in fifth position, car 72. And right behind them, not too far off, is the Temasek Racer, car number 21. We see the Dutch team, Team Legacy and Waldorf kind of battling it out for 7th, 8th, and 9th back there as we see Team Legacy just getting by the Dutch team. So the Dutch team was very fast yesterday, late in the race, maybe applying the same strategy, as well as Waldorf. Our 2-hour qualifier there, in the first 2-hour qualifier yesterday morning. We want to thank all of our spectators for coming out and cheering on these young racers, encouraging them. We have to encourage our youth. Great educational program we have going on by Horizon. Always great to see RC in the schools, as well as the renewable energy technology. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. Thank you to RE Plus for having us here at this convention as well. right now for our people online. We are on board with our first place car, Team Bulgaria, who has a 2-lap lead over Oakwood Pink. Maybe we can catch up Oakwood Pink and see how they're driving out there for our cameraman. Uh-oh. We have some oohs and ahs from the crowd, so we see some accidents going on as emotions are running wild with the spectators. And there is Oakwood Pink, and they are on it. After that hydrostick change, they have boosted. They have put the afterburners on and trying to make up these laps against Team Bulgaria. As you see, the Swiss team coming into the pits as well. But right now, Oakwood Pink car is looking fantastic, phenomenal. Out there looking very fast, very racy. And they are trying to make up that lead.
Fantastic.
Ooh, carving some tight lines right there. Went a little bit wide, a little darty. They are trying to catch up Team Bulgaria on the track. There they are, right in front of them. Oh, and we have... And our race director has laid down the law, and Team 21 has a drive-through penalty. I'm sure we'll see more of those in this 6 hours, 5 hours and 23 minutes left to go. And Oakwood Pink trying to get by Team Bulgaria, and they want to unlap themselves. They have 2 laps behind them. Bulgaria just slowing down and slamming that door, keeping it tight on the pipes. Wow. Bulgaria going into that safe mode, making his car as wide as possible. Oakwood Pink trying to get by. They have to get by cleanly. They can't touch them. They will get a warning. They will have to stop. Well, Bulgaria doing a great job, and Oakwood Pink goes by on the outside. That car went flying down the straightaway as Bulgaria is going into conservation mode, but not Oakwood Pink. They are flying right now. Now they have one more lap to go to make it up as they go by Team Waldorf, who was very good late in this race. Oh, that was some close racing. Very good pass by Oakwood Pink. Now, this is what we saw from them yesterday in their 2-hour qualifier. Their car kept up this pace for quite some... Oh, great pass. Right on the inside, they darted right in front of that green and white car. Impressive pass as this car has picked up some pace. They have put the afterburners on. Oh, no. They almost had a grip wheel right there with Pink Hawk. Another great pass. They are setting up some great passes on that 180 as they come flying down the straightaway. Now 140 laps for them, avoiding some lap traffic, weaving, threading the needle. This is what we expected from Oakwood right off the bat. And Bulgaria playing the long game now, not going as fast. Oakwood Pink got a second wind. 5 hours and 22 minutes left in this race. But now, looking to make that lap back up, they have to overtake Team Bulgaria one more time. Team Bulgaria, whoa, great driving by Oakwood Pink, avoiding a crash right there. Their car is so dialed. They're able to whip it around that 180 faster than any other car I've seen. They've done their homework. But Team Bulgaria just still out in front of them. And it's the hardest car they've had to pass is Team Bulgaria, because Bulgaria makes that car wide as a barn door and blocks off that inside line when they can. So Oakwood Pink's going to have to wait to get them on the straightaway. And I think 73 has received a warning. Oh. As they dance through the lap traffic. Oakwood Pink getting the worst of that. Going to cost them some tenths. Cost them time, much valuable time that they need. They want to get past Team Bulgaria while out in the track, not when they go into the pits. Oh no, and they get tagged from behind by the Swiss team. Great recovery by Oakwood Pink, but it goes from bad to worse for them as they get involved in another accident with another car. Bulgaria seems to be able to maneuver around this lap traffic with ease. Oakwood Pink finds it a little bit challenging. But Team Bulgaria still maintaining that one lap lead over Oakwood Pink. Alrighty, so I was just talking to my producer, and he says he's going to attempt some interviews of the pits later on. But right now, we are on board with Oakwood Pink. 150 laps in the bag. But they have Team Bulgaria in their sights. Not far away. As they maneuver on the Hydro PBIS team. There's Team Bulgaria going on the straightaway. Team Bulgaria going to want to make their car wide. Cut off those overtaking spots for Oakwood Pink. And there's Oakwood Pink. They are flying on the straightaway, but they cannot make the pass. And on that pass, let's see. Oakwood Pink trying, looking. Gets a little aggressive, and that aggressiveness is going to cost them as they go in the infield. Oh no, and Team Bulgaria gets hit by another car, and they're on their lid. So for both of our leaders having accidents, Bulgaria by a lap car, Oakwood Pink getting a little overzealous on the inside and putting it in the infield. Now Oakwood Pink has to do it all over again. Catch up Bulgaria, overtake them. Oh. Team Waldorf in the pits, doing a quick hydro stick changer. You have a view of those wide rear foam tires they're running on that car. Cannot count out this team. They were very fast yesterday at the end of the race. Two teams doing some work. We got Pink Hawk in the pits, doing a double hydro stick change. Checking some voltage. Team Bulgaria still maintaining that one lap lead in front of Oakwood Pink. In third, the Swiss team, Epi Gibbs. In fourth, Austria team, car number 73 and 72, the Kasuki Trojoni team. In fifth, Tassamek Racer from Singapore, now up to sixth. Another big mover is the Netherlands team, who's now moved up into seventh. We saw them come on late in the game yesterday. And Oakwood Pink gets by Bulgaria. Now they have to go. And it's a race down the straightaway. And Bulgaria wins that, keeping it on the inside. So we're about to go to some interviews with our pit reporter.
Yeah, he said good. So we're here live with one of the members of Team Bulgaria. What's your name?
I'm Dimitar Demirev.
And what's your position in the team?
I'm mostly pilot, but I can be a mechanic too.
So you guys switch between different positions and you can do everything basically, all of you. Yeah. And how's the race going for you so far? You're in the first position right now.
We're in the first position. We sometimes are second into Oakwood, but we'll make sure to win.
It seems like a really close race between you and Oakwood right now. You're either 1 or 2 laps apart.
It'll be, yes. I think to the end of the race, it'll be like this.
And what's the strategy now that you're so close to this other second place team? How are you guys approaching the race differently?
We won't tell our strategy, but it's good.
Yeah?
We'll make sure to win.
So you still feel confident?
Of course.
Okay.
We're going to win.
Good luck.
Greetings for all the viewers from Bulgaria, and stay with us.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Alrighty then, Team Bulgaria says they are not revealing their strategy, but they are highly confident that they can keep this pace up, and they want to be world champions. They said for all of the Bulgarians to keep on rooting for them as they're still in front. You see Pink Hawk coming in the pits once again. But Team Bulgaria looking very solid right now. Probably got Oakwood Pink a little bit shook, I would say, right now. Uh-oh, sounds like we had an accident on the straightaway. And we are on board with Team Bulgaria. Now, Oakwood Pink, if they do get by them this time.
Teams, drivers, and a reminder, if you are causing a vehicle to spin out because you bumped them or they are turned around, you must stop and give back your position. You must stop and give back your position.
We have our race director, Nicola, instructing these drivers to give back positions if they cause an accident. Right now, we're seeing that Team Bulgaria is able to just maneuver and thread the needle through this lap traffic so easily. And that's allowing them to just keep their lead. Oakwood Pink.
Team 72, drive-through penalty.
And Team 72, the Kasuki Stradoni team, has a drive-through penalty. They are from Slovakia. So not what they want, costing them valuable time. But right now, we are on board with first and second. Second has to get by two more times to unlap themselves. Oh. And Oakwood Pink had to slow right down on the straightaway just now as some of those lap traffic cars were getting in the way.
So just for information, Pink Hawk's timing is corrected now. So the laps you see on the timing system for Pink Hawk, 126 laps, that's correct now.
Okay, so for all the Pink Hawk fans back home, and Oakwood Pink back off the track once again, making so many mistakes in this first hour. Oakwood Pink, unusual when we saw no mistakes yesterday. So we see their mechanic getting back out there. This bodes all well for Team Bulgaria. Oh no. Getting a little bit aggressive on that hairpin. And that's Team Bulgaria going by once again, who's now going to put them 2 laps down. Bulgaria looking very solid out there. Hydrogen is the glory for Bulgaria right now. But Oakwood Pink is still not out of this. We hear some of the drivers getting a little bit desperate going on the pit lane for driving. Our race director is on it, getting ready to dish out penalties when needed. But Team Bulgaria patiently maneuvering through this lap traffic. And they can afford to be patient. Oakwood Pink can't, as Oakwood Pink is right behind them now. 2 laps down. A lot of hard work they did to get back a lap, and now they lost it all. And Bulgaria is just closing the door, slamming that door, not letting them get any space. Very good driving by Bulgaria, very good defensive driving. Also allows them to conserve energy. Oh, great pass on the outside by Team Bulgaria. And once again, a bad mishap. Oh no, and it goes from bad to worse for Oakwood Pink. Oakwood Pink, your current reigning world champion. All right, so Oakwood is back in the pits. Back in the pits for Oakwood. Less than an hour. They've been in the pits for 3 times now. Team Bulgaria looking very solid out there. Only been in the pits once in this 50 minutes, 49 minutes down. Oakwood Pink having to make their 3rd pit stop. Will the dominance of Oakwood come to an end today? Can Bulgaria bring it home? They're coming up with 5 hours and 10 minutes left in this race. Coming up on the first hour of this race. In the books. But Bulgaria looking very solid. Not fazed by anything. Back into their conservation mode. As they now put Oakwood down 3 laps. Car 73 in the pits now. We see them using that compressed air to cool down something. I saw a lot of that yesterday. I believe it's to cool down the electronics. They're getting their car back out there. But Team Bulgaria now with a 4-lap lead over Oakwood. Impressive, very impressive. The Hydro PBIS team is in for a pit. They are currently being scored in last place. But with 5 hours and 9 minutes left to go, lots of racing left to go in this endurance race. Oakwood Pink back out on the track. 4 laps down right now, but back behind Bulgaria. And Bulgaria is in a very great position. They just need to keep this team behind them as much as possible. While they do that, they get to conserve energy. Oakwood Pink doing the hunting. Defensive driving by Bulgaria. Applying throttle when they need to, just to keep ahead of them. Making them chase, making them use as much energy as possible while conserving as much as they can. Excellent strategy by Bulgaria, which is very shocking after watching them use so many hydro sticks yesterday in their qualifier. Oh, at Oakwood having a look there on the inside, but decides not to go. Very good driving by them, very clean. They don't want to bump this car. If they do bump it and cause it to spin out, they will have to give that position back.
8 minutes to go in the first hour, and still all teams, no teams have grabbed through more than two hydro sticks.
Ooh, excellent.
That means we get to 5 hours remaining, and there's 20 still in the can.
But right now, we're seeing Bulgaria put on a masterclass of driving and racecraft. The more they challenge Oakwood to get by them, the more energy that Oakwood uses, the less energy that Bulgaria uses. So excellent strategy by Bulgaria. Can they keep this up for 5 hours and 7 minutes in this H2 Grand Prix brought to you by Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech USA, H2GP Foundation. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the RE+. The coverage of this online is brought to you by RC Racing TV. I'm your commentator, Lefty the Great, and my producer, Matrick, right next to me. Team Bulgaria going on their 204th lap. Looking quite solid out there. Unfazed. The question will be, can their car last? Can these cars last? Can their electronics, can their motors last? When will they have to go into uber conservation mode and go slower to make all that last? They both have quite a number of hydro sticks left. So they do have some spares in the chamber. Oh no! We see that Swiss team getting it wrong, coming off the pipe, almost causing a tragedy. Uh-oh, Oakwood Pink having a look. Having a look, but decides not to go for it, just can't make that pass. They are now 4 laps behind Team Bulgaria. As we see the yellow and green car, Los Moteros, on its lid.
In hydrogen.
Oakwood Pink just pacing itself behind Bulgaria, waiting for its opportunity to overtake them. Oh, great driving there by Oakwood. But Bulgaria just out there, steady Freddy, defensively driving. Smooth lines, minimal inputs on the steering wheel. I would assume we would see Bulgaria coming into pit soon. They did come in around the half-hour mark. It's now coming up on 5 minutes left in the first hour. Right behind the Oakwood team is Team Waldorf, who looks like they have picked up some pace. We saw this team come from far behind yesterday to qualify to finish third in their qualifier, so you can't count them out. That car found some immense pace yesterday. Right now, they're currently being scored down in 10th with 176 laps. So maybe they have strategized to put in some hot laps here and make up some time with this Hydro stick. So we're looking at Oakwood Pink on 5 Hydro sticks. They have used more Hydro sticks in 1 hour than they did in 2 yesterday. I wonder what has gone wrong.
Is that intentional, maybe?
Maybe, but why would you? Their pace is about the same. So not sure what happened. Maybe they had an issue. Not sure at all. So
maybe the plan was to burn a lot of fuel, get way out in front, and then conserve again, but that just hasn't worked out.
It has not. Well, Bulgaria has seen that to that. Great strategy by them, and actually has been the more conservative team.
You absolutely can't count any of them out, though. You cannot count them out because as we saw with the Bulgaria interview, they will not reveal their strategy. They're just here to win.
They are definitely here to win. And they're feeling very confident right now. But, and Oakwood Pink just gets tapped. Unfortunate for them as they try to zip around that hairpin that they've been so fast around. And we see that orange and blue car just going in, darting inside. And they get upside down. And that bodes well for Team Bulgaria, who now just stretches out their lead ever so much. It seems like Oakwood does all the hard work to get right behind Bulgaria, but just cannot make that pass. And Bulgaria sticking to their guns, sticking to their game plan, and looking quite solid with 5 hours and 2 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. Waldorf back there in 10th, but clicking off some fast laps, looking to chase down the HC Verva team and set their sights on their rivals yesterday, who beat them for second, the H2 Summer team from the Netherlands. Singapore looking pretty solid out there now in 7th, going on the 199th lap. Steam Legacy on 200. The Ostrov team is 205, but right now, none of these teams on pace with Oakwood Pink and Team Bulgaria, as Bulgaria clocks their 223rd lap. Bulgaria kind of took this lead and only lost it a few times when they came in for their pit. And Oakwood Pink is in the pits again. Oh no. Not sure what's going on, but they're in the pits once again. We need to go find out what's going on with Oakwood Pink. Maybe a battery change? Nope, that's the Swiss team coming in. What's a quick pit stop? So maybe not a hydro stick change, maybe just checking on something. But definitely not the strategy I'm sure this isn't what they were thinking of last night when they were doing strategizing for today. But that's all great for Team Bulgaria, now stretching that lead out to 5 laps. And it looks like that Team Bulgaria had come in at some point, or maybe we missed it, but they've only used 3 hydro sticks. Great efficiency. We have a 5-lap lead. We have 1 hour down. That is the first hour down. 4 hours and 59 minutes left to go in this 6-hour endurance race. This is the Horizon H2 Grand Prix World Final race. We want to thank our sponsors. They are Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and of course, the H2GP Foundation. Thank you to RC Racing TV for all their awesome coverage. And thank you to all the spectators out there watching and the people online enjoying the racing and cheering on their individual teams. We have lots of racing left to go today, folks. Team Bulgaria, 6-lap lead. Impressive. Impressive. Fantastic. Confident. Driving smart. Driving well. Looking good. Conserving energy. Less pit stops equals more time on the track. Waldorf now up to that 9th position. They have 9 laps to make up on 8th. Which I think they can do. That car looks very good out there at the moment. But right now, our leader, that car, 45, that white, green, and red, blue windscreen. We can't even see Oakwood pink in our screen right now. Waldorf looking very good right now. This is what we saw late in the race yesterday. Waldorf looking very fast. I think we're going to have some pit interviews. I'm looking at our pit reporter right there. Let's find out what's going on with some of these teams. Looks like we're going to talk to the Singapore team.
You. Members of Team Singapore, the Temasek Racers. What's your name?
My name is Arjun.
Arjun, and how's the race going for you guys so far?
It's actually better than I expected. Our main goal was to survive the 6 hours, but we're doing better. We're hoping to finish in top 5. Yep.
That would be amazing. Right now, I think you're in 6th place. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're in 6th place.
Is that an expected place for you, or is it a little bit of a surprise?
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise. We're expecting to get maybe 10th place, but we're doing much better. Our battery is holding up. Yep.
And this is your first year as a team, is that correct? This is something new for all of you. How does it feel to be here with all of these other experienced teams?
We actually felt that we were at a losing end, but turns out our car performing well. Yep. So we might finish top 5.
And what part of your team, what do you think is contributing to your success?
We are collaborative, and we have Singapore's top 10 drivers driving for us. So, yep. He can drive quite well. Yeah.
So your driver is, he knows RC racing, he knows what he's doing basically behind the wheel.
Yeah, he's been doing RC racing for quite a number of years. He plays national and internationally as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck. Team soon.
Alrighty then, Team Singapore doing quite well. Now scored in 8th, but not too far behind 7th. Or 6th as well. Top 5 is definitely possible with lots of time left to go. We see right now that once again the Oakwood team is right behind the Bulgaria team with lots of work left to go. But Bulgaria just makes it so hard for them to get by. They haven't been able to get by for quite some time. Bulgaria senses them behind them and just keeps slamming the door on them, making them make mistakes, and that just bodes well for that solid-looking Bulgaria team right now. And there we go again. Let's see. Oh, great pass by Oakwood. Great pass by Oakwood, and Bulgaria gets in a bit of some traffic right now. So that's what Oakwood wanted. Now they have to do that 5 more times to get back on the lead. But they are the first car Them and Waldorf, the two teams are on three teams. Singapore as well is on 5 Hydra sticks. So it's Team Singapore, Oakwood Pink, and Waldorf all on 5 Hydra sticks. The Bulgarian team is still on 3. So we'll have to probably coming into pit at some point. And it looks like Oakwood's looking very fast out there as they're right behind Bulgaria again. And it looks like we're going to go and talk to the Slovakian team.
Just pretend the camera's not there. Here with one of the members of H2GP from the Czech Republic. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty great. Yeah. I'm excited to be here, and on behalf of the whole team, I think we're glad to participate in this.
How's the race going for you so far?
We've had a few difficulties, like we lost the servo screw or other things, but we're getting through. Our collaboration is holding, positive energy, so we're fine.
So the team morale is still high. You guys are still feeling good.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, because even though you have problems and you have, it's like important to keep the morale, because otherwise it's not good.
And I remember yesterday you were all very excited to be in the final race because I think it's your first year as a team. Is that correct?
Yes, we are the rookie team.
And how long have you guys been a team?
Since I believe May or April.
So not very long at all. And how does it feel to be here at this race at the World Final with all these other teams, some of whom have been doing this for a much longer?
It's a great privilege. I mean, we feel extremely grateful for this. It's a huge opportunity, and we're all glad that we are here. That's all I can say, honestly.
Any last words or message you'd like to hear?
Good luck to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Alrighty there, that's one of the drivers from the H2GP team. Very good, very positive. Rookie team coming out here for their first World Finals. Currently being scored in last, unfortunately. But lots of time left. Lots of things that can happen. Waldorf dropped back down to 9. They were looking very fast earlier. But wow, I just looking here, Bulgaria still maintaining a 7-6 lap lead over Oakwood. Oakwood's got a big mountain to climb. Lots of time to climb that mountain. In third is the Ostrov team, Team 73.
Got another team member here from Suma H2 Racing from the Netherlands. How are you today?
Correct. Yeah, we're doing good. We had a few hiccups, and not small ones. Doesn't seem to go smooth today. Our body is mounted with the 2 quick release clips, and we 3D printed the bridges to hold the pins. And it seems that the front one broke in 2. So we had to swap that one out, and then the rear one also kind of came loose, so we had to glue it back on. So it's kind of sketchy, and we don't actually have another spare for the front. So we re-glued the front one back together. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. So yeah, other than that, our fuel cell is performing better than yesterday. We mounted the new one on yesterday, so it's doing better. Still not as much as we want, but it looks promising at least.
That's great. And it sounds like if that problem happens again with a 3D printed piece, then you guys don't have another backup.
That's correct.
Well, let's hope it doesn't happen. Right. And you're still in 6th position now, so you seem to be doing well despite all the hiccups. What do you think the success comes from?
We have a very solid car. It's very efficient, and our drivers are really, really good. So I think that's mainly our thing that we got going for us.
Any message you'd like to send to everyone else here at the race or people watching live back home?
Well, good luck to everyone, and may the best man win.
Thank you. Good luck.
Alrighty, we are on board with that Dutch car, that all orange car. Very well painted. That's the problem when you have custom parts. You have to have spares, or make them, or fix them. But the car looking pretty solid out there. It's got some pace. They said their fuel cell is performing better. Looking very good out there. And they are currently being scored in 242 laps. And they have used 2 fuel cells. So they have lots of energy in reservation for them, in reserve. And they are chasing down 5th place, which is the EPI, which is actually that car in front of them, but they are 5 laps back of them. So they need to get around that. And then we just saw car number 5 going off track. But the Dutch team looks very solid right now out there on track. So good job to them. We saw a late race charge from them and Team Waldorf yesterday. It actually came right down to the end. And they ended up taking 2nd in the first qualifier. So they do know how to drive, and their car is solid. They did have some issues with their body coming off yesterday. Maybe going to have to revise that quick release system that they have. But very innovative. Oh no. And we have the Los Materos cheerleaders with that never say die attitude. But right now, the team to be watching, out there making it a boring race right now, to be honest, is Team Bulgaria. They have taken over the lead, 6 laps in front of the favorite going into this. And just cruise control, put it in cruise control. 4 hours and 47 minutes left in this race. Team Bulgaria still on 3 hydro sticks. Be great to see. Oh, wow. Could have been very bad for Oakwood just now. Because that wedge-shaped body just gets under and goes right under the Oakwood. And that Oakwood peak car is very low. Almost like a ramp. That is a lot of cars going for a very narrow lane. But Oakwood looking pretty solid out there. Got some very good pace. But just getting a bit too aggressive and making mistakes like that, really going to cost them. They've been making mistakes from the very start. But you know who's not making any mistakes? Team Bulgaria. We asked how long they could keep up this pace. We shall see. Still maintaining that 6-lap lead over Oakwood. Checking up a little bit with some lap traffic just stalling. That has been one of their keys as well to success so far, is their ability to maneuver through this lap traffic and making those passes, not getting too aggressive, allowing the other cars to make mistakes so they can thread that needle through. As we saw, they just let that car number 20 go wide, and they just kept their line tight, hitting their points each lap, lap after lap. The shortest way around the track, the fastest way around the track is the shortest way. And they have figured it out. Team Ostrov team has now moved up to third, with the EPI Gibbs team falling all the way back down to 5. They have a 4-lap lead over the Dutch team, who's looking to make up some time and get into that top 5. We heard from the Singapore team, who's now scoring in 8th. With 4 hours and 44 minutes, though, anything can happen. We shall see. We question how long Bulgaria can keep up this pace. 1 hour and 15 minutes in, and they are still on it. Driving flawlessly. Impeccable driving by their driver. Alrighty, as we see the convention center starting to fill up, we see some crowd coming in, watching these youngsters out here racing these hydrogen-powered RC cars, radio control cars. Coming from my world of RC, we currently have a world championship as well going on in Arizona for 10-scale off-road. For those of you that don't know about RC, it's widely raced around the world, a very niche market in many different forms. This is the on-road version of it. Carpet, we have also on-road outdoor on pavement. Nitro-powered cars as well. Electric off-road on carpet, as well as 8-scale nitro on off-road. That's my world where I come from, doing commentary on that. We go to races with 300 plus people, 600, 750 entries. It's always good to see RC getting in our high schools here. I always preach that the youth are the future, and obviously the Horizon educational program thinks that as well, providing opportunities for these youngsters to learn about renewable energy and mechanics and geometry and physics, and all this setup knowledge that they gain that does cross over to full-scale racing, especially the mechanical side of it. RC teaches you a lot about mechanics. Right now, the Hydro PBIS team is in the pits. Looks like they're looking at one of their body mounts or something, trying to make some repairs on that. You see them have the tools out, getting it ready. And Los Demoteros with their cheerleading crowd in the faithlessly cheering on. There they are. Every lap, parents and coaches and teachers coming to watch their students and children racing. Always good to see. Great to see this program expanding out to Latin America. Yesterday we had on our qualifier, we had a team from Chile and where I live in Dominican Republic. Great market there as well. Great to see more Latin American teams getting involved in this awesome educational program. These two students have been designing and engineering and building these 10-scale race cars for the last 6 months. I was talking to Max. They said they have over 500 teams worldwide, 2,500 students in total. That's quite impressive. Very, very impressive. But now, Team Bulgaria out to an 8-lap lead. 4 hours and 40 minutes in this race. Still far away, nowhere even near the halfway mark. Right now we are on board with the blue and gold Waldorf team. Currently scored in 9th, 3 laps out of 8th position. Car looks very good. A little bit darty, but very good out there. Got some pace. Great pass by Los Temoteros. And Pink Hawk out there on its lid. Not going well for the Pink Hawk team. And the Hydro PBIS team still in the pits. Very long pit for them. Right now you have Team Bulgaria in first, car number 45, car number 16, Oakwood Pink in second, car 73, Ostrif team in third, car 72 in fourth, Kazuki Stradoni, and the Swiss team, that red car right out there, car number 20, currently scored in fifth, but right behind them, making up laps slowly but surely, is the Dutch team, Summer H2 Racing. They are now 3 laps out of fifth, and their car looks solid. But they have to be very careful as they've broken one of their front body mounts and they don't have any replacements. They've glued it. So hopefully they can put their heads down and make sure that they bring this home. But still trying to get positions. A top 5 will be great for them, but get into that top 5 position. You see the 57 team in there, Steam Legacy. Doing a quick hydro stick change. That was actually very quick. They're in 7th, so they're not going to try. They're still in a good position, but getting it wrong right there on that hairpin. Right now we're on board with Los Temoteros, that green and yellow car number, with the biggest cheering section in the crowd. Oh no, just as we say that, we give them the commentator's curse and they're on their lid. Los Temoteros. Getting a little grip roll out there, very high traction. Got to be a little bit smoother on their steering inputs. That car has a lot of traction. Just got to be smoother. Can't make any excessive inputs on the steering. That carpet will come up and bite you. But they're looking pretty solid, Los Temoteros out there. And they made that body themselves, they were telling us in the presentation. So they scored a bit more points for that. Not easy to vacuum form your own Lexan body. And they're looking pretty solid out there right now. See if they can make up some time. They're not too far behind 13th, 12th, and 11th, so they can definitely make up some time with the pace they're showing right now. 4 hours and 36 minutes left to go. So there we see getting up on 2 wheels. Lots of traction right there in that 180. Los Temoteros have found some pace. Looking very good out there right now. 2 laps behind 13th, so 1 lap now. So they are looking very good, trying to gain some positions. But Team Bulgaria still out there, 8 laps ahead, 3 hydro sticks in. Pretty impressive. Phenomenal driving. Strategy. Ooh, look at that quick release. We're in the pits. I believe that is the Isa Borno team. Very nice. Uh-oh. Just as I say that, Team Bulgaria coming in for a pit stop. They went a very long time in between pit stops. This bodes well to them with a 6-lap lead right now. Come on, guys, get those hydro sticks in there. No pressure, but lots of pressure. Don't want to give up too many laps. Two-man pit crew. Oakwood Pink trying to make up some time, but it looks like they might be coming in soon too. You see their pit crew there with their laptop. That's not what, oh, I thought they were coming in just now. But that car not looking too fast. And look at that. The team Bulgaria putting their body shell back on. They will get their car out there. It looks like with about 3 laps ahead. Oh no. Just double checking. But that Oakwood Pink car going very slow down the straightaway, maybe in conservation mode. Uh-oh. Bulgaria having a very long pit. There we go. There they go. They got that car back out. Got that car back out. Oakwood going into conservation mode. Not as fast. Made up a few laps on Team Bulgaria. That lead went from 6 to 3. But Bulgaria, lots of hydro sticks in hand. And Oakwood have used 5. And Los Demoteros have now pulled up right behind car number 39. They are on the same lap, making some progress. I'm sure we're going to hear the spectators go wild when they get by them. I believe that is for position right there. No, that pink hawk they're looking for. That pink car is the car that they are chasing. No. Pink hawk is dropping, sorry. The car number 39. The race for 12th.
Pink hawk back out after a hydro stick change.
The Pink Hawk crew coming in for a pit. It's going to cost them some time. I believe that... Where's Isa Borna? It's that red and black car we're looking for. That's who Los Demoteros is trying to chase down. And Isa Borna coming on the straightaway right now. And Los Demoteros in the pit. In the pit. They are now on their, that will be their 4th hydro stick change according to our numbers. So they want to get this done quickly so they can get back out there. Don't let the Isa Borno team get too far in front of them or lose that position to Pink Hawk. They're putting that body back on. So it looks like they had a very good pit. Let's see. Pink Hawk coming across the line right now. Back on the same lap, so they need to get them out there right now if they can to keep that lead. And they have lost it, unfortunately. So now Los Demoteros has a lot of work to do. Pink Hawk out there looking pretty solid. Looking at our leader, at the top, Team Bulgaria, 332 laps. Oakwood Pink, 327. The Ostrov team, 318. Kazuki Sestroni in 4th, 317. And then the car number 20, the EPI Gibbs team from Switzerland, 314 laps. That's your top 5. The big mover right now is the Dutch team. And Los Demoteros having some issues in the pits, not able to get back out there right now. Looking at their car. Looks like it has no power. Are they going back on the track or? I would assume that they're back on the track. But the big mover right now is the orange car, the car number 42, who are now 2 laps or 1 lap behind 5th place. So the Dutch putting their head down after some early mishaps and early gremlins, making up some time, trying to get in that top 5 position and then focus on getting some laps and moving up from there. They are not too far back. They're 5 laps out of 4th. So everything is possible. 4 hours, 29 minutes. That's 1 hour and a half of racing left in this 6-hour endurance race. Team Singapore in the pits, having a fuel hydro stick change. They're currently being scored in 7th. Got their eyes set on a 5th place position as well. Their driver racing in national and international races in Real RC in the RC world. So a lot of pressure on him to do well. Team Bulgaria still 7 lap lead over Oakwood. Their strategy is working very well right now. Let's see if I hope they can hold it up for this time. We see the Swiss team in. No, that's not Swiss team, that's car 44. The HC Verna team in for a quick hydro stick change. Getting that body back on, that red and white car. Having a little body issues. They should be on their way shortly. Currently being scored down in 9th. And the car 58 of the Isa Borno team being scored in 12th. This is what's going to help the Los Demoteros, who's going to pass them now on track while they are in pits. There's Los Demoteros, now moving up, should move up to 12 after this. And there they go.
Super fast pit change there for Team 42, the Dutch team. That innovative body that they've developed really helps them in the pit stops.
It does, but the risk of it coming off is also very high in crashes.
Indeed.
So, also, risk versus reward. But Team Bulgaria just pulling away even further now, up to an 8-lap lead over Oakwood. Maybe Oakwood going into a conservation mode. Car not as fast as it was earlier. They have used quite a number of hydro sticks. We saw them very efficient yesterday. But with the long 6 hours, 4 hours left in racing, maybe they're counting on just saving their car, saving their electronics. Bulgaria not really pushing the issue. That car number 45 out there just coming behind Pink Hawk. The Dutch looking steady out there as well. After hydrostick change. Car 57 in the pipe over here. Able to get it back under control. All cars still running. That's good. We have 4 hours and 23 minutes left in this race. Good to see all the cars still running. I believe Hydro PBIS, where are they? Oh, they're still on the track. Car 47 out there as well. So, no DNFs yet. Uh-oh, and there we see Netherlands having another problem with their body. They can't fix that right there. So that is the risk versus the reward with the quick change body. Very quick in the pits, but the risk of it coming off. You see them going 3 wide.
With 4 hours 21 on the clock, all teams racing for 2 hours yesterday. We're about 21 minutes away from being in unknown territory. Racing on this track for longer than we have done at this event before.
It's going to be interesting. We saw a lot of attrition yesterday in the qualifier 2 as well.
Indeed.
So, but we see Oakwood Pink going very slow right now, I guess. Maybe just part of their strategy. I don't know. A very different strategy they're employing today compared to yesterday. And not sure what's going to happen there as they're now 9 laps down. That's a big deficit to make up. Maybe they're counting on Bulgaria having to go slow as well or having some issues. But they were very fast out the bat, trying to keep it up pace for pace, corner for corner. So we shall see how things go. Bulgaria at a very steady pace. Not going too fast, not going too slow, just doing enough to stay in front. Maintain that lead. We see Los Tomateros on their lid right there. So now up to the 12th position. They got 5 laps to make up if they want to get to 11th. The Dutch, after getting their body fixed, wow, they had lost a lot of time. Now 10 laps back of top 5 position, the EPI Gibbs team, the Swiss team. Lots of work for the Dutch to make up. They got within 2 laps, lost it all. It'd be very impressive to see how many of these cars finish this 6 hours.
Also interesting to see that our leading team, Team 45, Bulgaria, are amongst the lowest usage of hydro sticks with just 3 so far.
With such an impressive lead.
An impressive lead. They've got the speed, they've got the efficiency, they've got it nailed today. Yesterday they had quite a hungry car.
Be interesting. I'm not really releasing their strategy, but it'd be interesting to know what they've done last night and what they planned and what they made, because that is an impressive change from yesterday. But working so far for them. We are 19 minutes out of 2 hours. Uh-oh, Oakwood Pink trapped in Pink Hawk's body. That's not good. Lots of work for Oakwood to make up if they want to challenge for second. Team Waldorf down there in 9. They got 11 laps if they want to make up, they want to catch Team Legacy, but we saw them do this yesterday. The Singaporean team still looking very solid out there. They need 4 laps to catch up to 6th, which is the Dutch team. Biggest loser so far, but making up some time. 8 laps back. They were up to 2, had a mistake. Have to do it all over again. Wow, Bulgaria's lead is now 11 laps. We saw Oakwood doing this to their competition yesterday in Q2. So, oh no, we see another dead car out there. Looks like the Swiss team. Another car on their lid right there. One of the mechanics coming out to pit them. So did the Swiss team go off track? It looks like it. Oh, they are in the pits. That is going to be good for the Dutch team. Could make up some time. Looks like they had a battery change. I forget how much batteries they get. I think they get 2. So having a battery change now. But that allows the Dutch team to pull within 4 laps of them. That is the first mistake we've seen in quite some time by Team Bulgaria. They will lose a few tenths, but not too much. Their driver now, I think, has been driving for 1 hour and 45 minutes. He said he did 1 hour and 55 minutes yesterday. So
he did the whole race minus 5 minutes?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. He's the driver. He's the pilot.
Okay.
Let's see if how long he's going to go today. He's going to need a break at some point. Maybe going to have to get hydrated at some point. If I was a pilot, I'd have a camel pack up there.
And a chair.
Definitely a chair. Definitely a chair. But these are young, spry students. I'm sure they will be fine. Spry as a spider monkey. Young legs can handle that. 6 hours up there in the driver's side, nothing for these young racers. Team Bulgaria, 12 laps ahead of Oakwood. Much different story than we thought we would see. 4 hours and 13 minutes left in this race. Los Tomateros chasing down Team 39. The Dutch team now 5 laps back of 5th place. Waldorf falling way back, still in 9th. Singapore team looking very solid out there. Alrighty then, Team Bulgaria. Effective strategy, looking very solid, unthreatened, unfazed. Coming up on the Dutch team in that orange car, looking to make up some time. Where is Oakwood? Oakwood is hanging back. I'm not sure if this was their strategy or not. We haven't had a chance to go talk to them, unfortunately. But we shall see. We're coming up on 2 hours. 2 hours. This is what we saw yesterday. 2-hour qualifiers. What will happen after the 2-hour mark? Will we start to see some attrition? We shall see. 4 hours left. 4 hours and 11 minutes left in this race. Lots of racing left for these youngsters. All cars still on the track. That's always good to see. How many will stand? How many will be standing at the end of 6 hours? Only time will tell. Los Demoteros, the biggest cheering section in the crowd. Non-stop cheering. Love to see it. Oh, wow. We have a race for 4th right now. So while I was watching Bulgaria, the Swiss team has pulled within 2 laps of 4th place. So they have been silently gaining some speed and gaining some laps against their competition, looking to get into that top 4. And just as I say that, they are on their lid. Commentators curse. Come on, guys, keep it straight. Let's get out there. You are not far behind 4th. That car number 72. That car is looking impressive. Look how fast that's what we saw from the Swiss yesterday. Super fast car, but lots of mistakes, lots of accidents, 2 drive-through penalties. So now they found their second win. They just need to do some very smooth laps. Catch up to car 72. And put their focus on the Ostrov team, who isn't that far out. It is possible that they can catch them out. But right now, Team Bulgaria, 412 laps. Oakwood Pink, 399. Ostrov team, 393. The Kazuki Tostroni team, 390. And the Epi Gibbs team, 388. Summer H2 Racing with 383. Team Temasek Racing 375. Steam Legacy 372 laps. 86 of Waldorf 357. HC Vera 347. The V3 Omosi team, Omosi 1, just moved up to 10th with 348. Pink Hawk with 343. Los Demoteros with 330. The Isa Borno team with 314. And the Hydro PBIS 265s as we're looking at Los Demoteros coming in for a pit now. Those baseball jerseys. Looks like they're doing a hydro stick change. Well done by this young team. Oh, that's not the way to do it. The Swiss team embroiled in a kerfuffle. There's some other kind of another going from bad to worse for Swiss after looking so solid with that fast car. Still 2 laps back, 1 lap now, 2. And the Kosuke Strastroni team on the move, 3 laps back of 3rd. So they're looking for a solid, get up into a solid 3rd place. But right now, Team Bulgaria, 14 laps ahead. Impressive. And that's Bulgaria right there. Oh no. Did something go wrong? Oh no. Okay, they had a little accident. They're back on track now, I think. Oh no. Uh-oh. Bulgaria having some problems. Maybe coming in for a fuel stick change. They stretched it a little bit too long. But Oakwood Pink on its lid as well. So let's see what's going on with the Bulgarian team. They have a quite comfortable lead of 12 laps. But if they have any really, really big issues, they will lose that. I do not see them on the pit table. Oh no. This team has been dominant all race. Now having some issues. Do not know what's going on. But they are losing their lead. Now it's dropped down to 10 laps. We do not know where they are. What's going on with them? They are not on the track at all. That lead is diminishing. 9 laps. Oakwood Pink knows this is their chance. Picked up the pace. It's in their hands now. Oakwood Pink looking very fast. Got that 3rd win. Ready to get by. Know that Team Bulgaria is in the pits. Trying to make up as many laps as they can. Team Bulgaria in the pits. We don't know what's going on. 7-lap lead now. From 14 to 7. That lead has been cut in half. And Bulgaria still not on the track. Something has gone wrong with their car for this to happen. Maybe a battery change, who knows? 6 laps. What is going on with Team Bulgaria? We need to send our pit report over there to find out. Team Bulgaria not on the track. Oh no. Did they have a terminal failure? Trying to find out what's going on with Team Bulgaria. Not on the track, losing that lead ever so every lap. Now down to 4 laps. Oakwood Pink getting a second chance here. 4 hours and 5 minutes left to go. They are making the best of Bulgaria's time off the track. 3 laps now to go. And no sign of Bulgaria. We're sending our roving pit reporter down there to find out what's up. They are thrashing away on that car in the pits. Oh no.
Can you give us a quick update?
No, we can't right now.
No? Too busy? Some problem with the car, it looks like.
Oh, that mechanic he is stressed. No update for us right now. Something looks like it's come loose Maybe they're changing out something in their car. I cannot tell. Nothing that doesn't look like it's, I don't know. But now they're about to lose that lead. Because Oakwood Pink is about to take over first position. It looks like they got the front wheel off and not sure what they're trying to fix. And Oakwood Pink back out to front after coming back from a 14-lap deficit. And they are thrashing away on that car in the pits of Team Bulgaria. Such a commanding lead, all thrown away with some failure of some sort. Looks like, let me see, trying to get a good look at what they're fixing there. But they're thrashing away. I think they'll get it back on there. If they can get it back out there in time, they won't lose. They'll lose some laps, but they are good enough that they can come back from this.
Failed, and we have to replace it right now. We don't have, when we put gas, we don't have left, so we're replacing the servo.
Okay. Is this something you guys have done before in a race?
Yeah, in a race, no, but we have trained for it, and we are ready to replace it if we need.
Okay. And so that's what you're doing now, and then you'll be back on the track good as new?
Yes.
Glad to hear it. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Team Bulgaria having a servo failure. They are thrashing to get that servo replaced right now on their car. So let's see if they can get it back. They are still in second. The Ostrov team is just about to take that over that second place position. So if they could come back and still be in that top three, we see their driver coming down there to help wrench on the car. He will be very well experienced with this car. Thrashing away. It is very hard to change a servo like how they're doing it now. Now they have to get all their endpoints straightened out and everything going right with that. So I wish them all the best, and they can get back out there. That car is impressively fast. But Ostrov team is now moved into second. And the EPI Swiss team is coming up not too far away, 2 laps back. So Bulgaria looking like they're going to drop out of the top 5 if they don't get that car out there in time. They have 418 laps. They're about to go down to 4th. So lots of pressure on this team. Mechanical failures. Trying to get that servo in there. Oh, no. Not good for the Bulgarian team. Not good at all. Now going to be dropping down to 4th after such a dominating performance for almost an hour in this race. Oakwood, 6 laps ahead of the Ostrov team. Now Bulgaria down in 4th. Soon to be in 5th. And if they don't get that car, they'll be out of the top 5. So once again, we was talking about attrition and mechanical gremlins, and here we have our leader, our former leader, out, looking very smooth all day to have a servo go loose, go wrong.
I think what we've seen with Team Bulgaria, that can happen to any of the teams here. So none of this. This is a race that is ongoing. It's not a foregone conclusion. Oakwood look incredibly dominant, but this sort of thing can happen to any of the teams. So any of these teams, if you're still running, if you're still on the track, you have a chance. It's a Bruno. Quick pit stop for Team 58. Back out on the track again. As Oakwood keep growing their lead. 6 laps in the lead now, with Ostrov team shaving it down to 5 laps behind. "30 seconds away from the 4-hour mark." And after that point, it's a whole new ball game out there, because we raced for 2 hours yesterday. We're about to get into the 3rd hour of racing. And we're with the Netherlands team now with that experimental body shell. Overtaking cars left, right and centre. Looks great out there. Really nice manoeuvres. Cuts the corner there. Takes it in their stride past Pink Hawk. And they're chasing down that Swiss Team 20. Are they going to get past them as well? Yes, they do that with ease. Back onto the main straight again. That's your summer H2 Racing Netherlands team putting down another lap as crashes happen behind them. Oakwood Pink. Ostrov team have shaved their lead to 4 laps now. So Ostrov team found some pace from somewhere. That's team 73 out on track. Back to 5 laps behind. Where's car 73? That's who we want to see on the track. Let's see car 73, the Ostrov team. Over the timing loop now, the red, white and blue stripe car with the hidden rear wheels. On the main straight now, coming down the main straight, a very busy main straight. There they go, that is the second place Ostrov team. Just 4 laps behind.
And silently, the Ostrov team has put themselves in quite a good position. They are in second now with 5 laps behind Oakwood. With Oakwood not looking as fast as they were yesterday, anything is possible. Unfortunately for Team Bulgaria, they have dropped on to 6th now. And just as I say that, the 73 is on its side, but their mechanic is out there to turn marshal them. But that car is looking also very solid. So they can put themselves in a great position. Oakwood Pink did come into the pits at one point as well. They are now on 6 Hydra sticks. Now Bulgaria still not out on the track. Soon to be done in 7th. They will have a deficit to make up. But if their car comes out and it's working like it's been working all this time, they won't have a problem doing that. But the Ostrov team, just getting in some traffic. Needs to drive a little bit smarter. As Oakwood Pink comes by. As they fly down the straightaway. This isn't for position because Oakwood Pink is about 5 laps ahead. And we see car 72 in the pits. Team Bulgaria now down in 7th. Soon to be 8th with Steam Legacy coming up right behind them. Unfortunate for Team Bulgaria. Probably have to take the whole front of that car apart to put that servo in. Very unfortunate for them. But all is not lost. They do have 3 hours and 56 minutes left in this race. They will have to use a lot of their Hydra sticks to get back up on pace and get back in this race. Let's see if they can. Never good to see a fast car out early, but that's racing. So Team Bulgaria has a little bit of a cushion now between 9th. But as the more time they spend in the pits, they are now 32 laps back of first place. So they need to get back out in the track, and they need some mechanical failures from some of these front runners if they want to get back up in first position. Team Ostrov on a mission now to get those laps back and challenge Oakwood Pink. And we see the Swiss team being taken off the track, which bodes well for the Dutch team, who's now in 4th. So after Bulgaria dropping out right now, this has bumped up a lot of these teams into some good positions. But right now, the only team that looks viable to challenge Oakwood Pink is the Ostrov team. And it looks like Oakwood Pink might have come in for a pit. And Oakwood Pink has come in for a pit of some sort. And so does the Ostrov team, though. So that's going to negate that those laps that they just got back. So the Ostrov team is in for a pit. Let's see how fast they can do this. Team Bulgaria still thrashing away in the pits, trying to get that car back out on the track. Oakwood Pink looking confident, solid. 3 hours and 54 minutes left in this race, and Oakwood Pink, your favorite coming into this, your TQ, inheriting that first place position after being 14 laps down. Now, looking very solid as they try to maneuver past the Dutch team in that orange wedge-shaped car. They're currently running in fourth. Pink Hawk, the Oakwood team needs to avoid those mistakes. Keep it clean. They can't afford to lose those tenths of seconds. That's all time left on the track. That's all going to be valuable here because the team 73, 4 laps back, is looking solid as well. Team Bulgaria still not back on the track. Will this be our first retirement? Who knows? I hope not. Well, the EPI Gibbs team is only 3 laps back of the Ostrov team. They're now on board with the Ostrov team, trying to get ahead of Oakwood. Let's keep on the EPI on the car 73 if we can, please. All white car with the enclosed rear. There we are. It looks like they have let Oakwood by. And they have to wait. And Bulgaria still not able to get that car fixed. That servo, that's very tight. That's those touring cars. All the electronics are in there very tight, very hard to switch that out without stripping off the top plate and everything else. As we see Ostrov just getting tapped by Los Stemoteros, going up on 2 wheels. Los Stemoteros. Ostrov team losing another lap to Oakwood Pink, who is just is after they inherited this lead, not looking back, trying to make up for some mistakes that they made earlier. They still have quite a bunch of hydro sticks in reserve with 3 hours and 51 minutes left to go. So Bulgaria, servo failure, still thrashing away in 8th now. Unfortunately, I think this race is slipping away from us. Oakwood goes for a cartwheel down the front straightaway. Remember, they have to finish as well. They don't want to break their cars. So Bulgaria still needs to get their car back out there because anything can happen. And they have the pace where they can make up quite a lot of laps. They have enough hydro sticks where they have fuel to make it to the end. They're just going to have to change up their strategy just a little bit and keep on pushing, but their car is very fast. So let's see what they can do. Oakwood Pink looking to put car 73 down a lap again. Ostrov team maybe playing that long game. We see the Hydro PBS team in the pits. Bulgaria 3 laps away from being in 9th. Team Singapore looking solid out there in 6th right now. Hanging mid-pack. Waiting for any failures, any DNFs to capitalize on that and get into that top 5 position. But to be honest, they can go higher than top 5 if things go right for them. Oakwood maintaining a 5-lap lead over 2nd. Not enough, in my opinion. We're seeing these cars gain about 2 to 3 laps with a pit stop. But Team 73 looking pretty solid at this moment. Getting by that orange and blue car. Oh, and just as I say that, he got clipped from the rear end, and that is going to cause them to... all that hard work put in. Uh-oh, and the crowd is going wild as we see a massive pile up there. Multiple mechanics out there trying to get their cars. Uh-oh, I'm looking at this Wardorf car, and that car looks like it has a flat tire almost. It's something up with one of their front wheels. But Team Bulgaria not back on the track. Unfortunate for that team. As Waldorf is coming into the pits with some sort of technical problem. Something was rubbing on the front end of that car. But no problems right now for Oakwood. 73 trying to make up some time. Oh. Team Bulgaria down in 10th now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Taking so long to change that servo. Those servos not designed to be changed fast in those cars. Usually in our world, if your servo goes out, your race is done. But working feverishly trying to get it back out there. But now it's just looking way out of reach for Team Bulgaria. Maybe if they get it back on the track, they can get a top 5. You'll see. But Oakwood Pink not thinking about a top 5. They're thinking about a first place and continuing on as world champions. And they are driving like world champions right now, confidently. And they come into the pits. So let's see. They are coming into the pits quite often. So let's see if car 73 can capitalize on this. We're seeing when they do come in. Oh, I thought they came in the pits. It was a different car. Maybe they just came in for a quick stop. Team Bulgaria drops down to 11th.
Team 02, please report to the pit area. You have to wait until Team Waldo is leaving the pit. Team 02, please go to the pit area.
We heard one of our race directors calling out one of the teams to come to the pit area. Not sure what that's all about. But right now, we are on board with our leader, that pink and blue car. Looking very good out there. Car number 16, Oakwood, defending world champions. After overcoming some problems in the beginning of this race. A 14-lap lead after Bulgaria had a servo go out. They have inherited this lead. They have a 5-lap lead over second. And they are looking to keep that lead as long as possible to the very end. 3 hours and 44 minutes left to go. Lots of racing left to go in this race as we see Team Singapore in the pits making a very quick hydro stick change. Looking very solid.
What we also see is that's Team Oakwood Pink in our shot now, auditing their batteries under the watchful eye of Technical Director Ian.
Yes, they're weighing their batteries,
yes.
Their hydro sticks right now. So wonder what's going on there. Maybe checking, I guess that's how they check if they're full or whatnot. Maybe they have to reach a weight to know that they're full. But this team in pure science mode right there.
Communication back and forth, you can see, it's quite impressive.
I wonder is he talking to the driver? Probably trying to find the best. I guarantee you they're trying to find the fullest hydro stick they can. I guarantee you.
They want to extend that 5-lap lead, don't they?
Yes. But that's how you do it. You know, in racing, you got to have all the little details right to make everything work. So they are measuring out their hydro sticks, trying to find the right one to put in there. That is dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Well done by this team. Pure science mode. Awesome to see. And it's paying off for them right now. 5 laps in front. And now even the Ostrov team has pulled out to a 6-lap lead over third. But the Dutch team is now pulled within 2 laps of third place, the EPI Gibbs team. So the Dutch kind of did this yesterday. They were very quiet all race long, and they kind of came on near the middle of the race, and they was able to get back up into second. Maybe we'll see some type of performance like that from them. Oh, wow. So car number 2, Los Temoteros, has gotten a 15-minute time penalty. Wow. That is quite harsh. Oh, wow.
So we can explain about that penalty. So the time penalty given to Team 2 was for the stepping on of another car in the hasty rescue of their car. Unfortunately stepped on 86 Waldorf, which caused them to have to exit the track. So it was a team penalty, which has resulted in a 15-minute penalty. So have to be careful when you're out there rescuing your car.
Unfortunate, probably unintentional, but
I'm sure, yeah.
Still a penalty nonetheless. Unfortunate for Los Temoteros as well as Waldorf. That's probably when we saw their car a little bit wonky as we are. This gentleman is still weighing hydro sticks. He is trying to find the optimum hydro stick to put in his car, his team's car. And the Swiss team is back in the pits as well. That bode well because the Dutch team is now pulled within 1 lap of them and looking to capitalize on this pit. But still, going strong is Oakwood Pink out in front, maintaining that 5-lap lead over the car 73. And looking quite solid. This is kind of what we saw yesterday, this type of... this type of dominance from this team in their qualifier. And they are looking good out there right now, weaving through traffic, not having any problems. 3 hours and 39 minutes left in this race. Lots of racing to go. Team Bulgaria, unfortunately, still not on the track. Not sure what's going on. Probably doing some massive mechanicking over there. Those touring cars are not meant to have quick change service because in our world, we only race them for 5 minutes. So once a servo is going, your race is done. So probably having to strip the whole front end of that car off to change the servo. Unfortunate for them, but still lots of time to make up some time. Cars, attrition, anything can happen. So let's see what they do. Oakwood not able to pull away, kind of like Bulgaria did against them. Oakwood also using 6 Hydra sticks. And the real race is going on between the Dutch and the Swiss team, who, if the Dutch are now on the same lap, so maybe we can find that orange car out there on track. There we are. That space-like looking, futuristic looking wedge-shaped car. Trying to chase down that red, I want to say Dodge Viper-esque, but there is the, nope, that's not them, sorry. Thought that was their car that they were chasing down. Looking for car number 20, that all red and white car. That is the car that they need to pass. And that car is looking solid. Oh, whew, that was close. I believe that was the EPI Gibbs team. Nope, was not. But you see the Dutch team, you can see in our peripheral vision that the red car is not too far away. I'm sure the driver can see that that car is close by, which is going to start accelerating and trying to hit his points a little bit smoother and try to catch up to the Swiss team. This is the closest race on track right now. It is for third. Oh, wow. The Dutch got lucky just now going over that corner dot, jumping it. Now they are in a gaggle of lap traffic. They're going to have to figure out how to maneuver through this and try to chase down car number 20, who's pulled away from him just slightly. Not like that, but no harm, no foul. They get by. And that looks like the Singaporean team in front of them. They are about to come upon another plethora. Oh, they can't afford to hit those pipes like that. We've seen their body come off and cause them to have to go into the pits so much. So they need to just calm down. I know they want to overtake and get up to car number 20, but they have plenty of time to get there. So they just need to pick their lines, keep it smooth, keep it off the pipes, don't hit any other cars, and they'll be fine. Not like that. They just pinballed off the chicane. So Holland, the Dutch, getting a little bit of the camera curse, maybe getting a little bit nervous up there. We see Oakwood Pink right behind them. Oakwood Pink stretching out that lead to 6 laps now over second. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, wow, look at that. Now the Dutch now take over third place. There we go. So now the car 42, that orange car, now up to third, but wants to give it back by getting in accidents. And not too far behind them is that red and white car, trying to regain that position. That Dutch car looking very fast. Even the car number 20 is looking good as well. Right in between them is Waldorf. These two raced each other to an exciting second place finish yesterday with the Dutch team. Oh, great pass by the Swiss.
Wow.
Like a Swiss knife through butter. Now the battle's won as Holland takes back the lead. They come across the line and the Swiss go out. They're going to have to wait. They're going to have to wait.
Racing this close after 2.5 hours.
Yes. But it looks like, to be fair, the Swiss cut in front of them. The Dutch had nowhere to go. Somebody got a drive-through penalty.
And still in the pits under the watchful eye of the H2 Grand Prix officials are Oakwood Pink. Calculating, working out what their hydro sticks are going to give them. Trying to keep their strategy fresh and alive. They may be 6 laps in the lead. But that doesn't mean they're taking their foot off the gas. They're continually trying to work out and analyze where this race is going to go in the next 3.5 hours. Car 42 from the Netherlands back into third position after coming together with the Swiss team. Ostrov team 73. They're on 530 laps. They're 6 laps back from the lead. Let's find that car number 73. Entering the straight now, the red, white and blue car. Passing the timing loop. The end of the straight now. Timing loop. And making its way to the beginning of the straight. Bit of a crash and then flying down the straight in front of our camera position. One car back from there. There is your second place team in your shot right now. 6 laps back. Team 72, we believe 8 hydro sticks deep into this. Steam Legacy, that's Team 57, and Singapore, Team 21, both on 10 hydro sticks. Of course, 22 is the allocation. Will teams use all of those hydro sticks? Probably not. So if they're going to not use all the sticks, they have to choose which sticks to use, which is what we see here, the masterclass going on in the pits from Team Oakwood, analysing and choosing which sticks they're going to be using. It's the Singapore team. Look like they've just wrapped up from another pit stop. 5 laps back in your shot there, going past Waldorf. That is the Ostrov team making another lap down the straight and just undoing, so they're just 5 laps back essentially. 5 laps back with 3.5 hours to go is particularly impressive. 14 laps back are Team 20, the Swiss team. And 15 laps, still that battle goes on between the Netherlands team and the Swiss team, still on the same lap. There is the Swiss team. Oh, they've just snagged themselves that red car. A few cars back from there, we can see making contact with the barrier, but still taking a steady pace as they work their way down the straight. That is your third place team, Epi Gibbs from Switzerland, who are still battling. With the Dutch team somewhere on track, on the same lap, with their revolutionary body. We are 28 minutes away from the halfway stage of this race, and it's still all to play for. As Oakwood Pink lead with 551 laps from Ostrov's 544, and Epi Gibbs in third position with 537. But on that same lap, making their way through traffic, is the Dutch team. So the top three podium, that final spot still very much under contest, but Team Bulgaria down in 13, they're super dominant for the beginning of this race. Their servo issues could happen to any of the teams here. So this race is by no means over. Big thanks to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, the H2GP Foundation, and of course the RE Plus show. Still in the pits, but still leading on track. The analysis of those hydro sticks from Oakwood Pink under the watchful eye of the H2GP officials. Ostrov team just slowed down a little. Let's find that car 73 again, 7 laps back now. So either your leading team has found some pace, or Ostrov team have taken some time out, maybe for a pit stop. There they are, with their enclosed rear wheels. Love that body. They're exactly 7 laps back, so they have some work to do. But of course, Oakwood Pink will have to change hydro stick at some stage. Oakwood Pink on 6 hydro sticks. After 2 hours and 35 minutes, that's pretty impressive, 6 hydro sticks. Ostrov team in your shot now also on 6 hydro sticks, conserving their power as they go. but not slowing them down. Team Ostrov flying past our spectators and this trophy table all lined up to crown the winners after this 6 hours endurance race here at the RE Plus show. This is the H2 Grand Prix World Final. Teams from all over the world competing on track here in an endurance spectacular. Swiss team in the pits now. Is it a routine hydro stick change? Seems a little slow for that. Maybe they're having some issues. Let's see. Let's see how this unfolds. They have conceded 4th position to Team 72 from Slovakia, so I dare say some issues for the Swiss team right now in the pits with their matching outfits. They look great, but their car, it should be on track. It's fast when it goes, but it's not fast now because they have some issues. Let's take a look at car 72 taking that 4th place. Going in front of the crowd now in the winning trophies, the green, red and white car. Entering the straight now, flying down the straight under our camera position. That is your new 4th. They've taken the 4th place from Team 20, the Swiss team. The Slovakian team on 552 laps. Just 21 laps back from Oakwood Pink, our current leaders, and they come into pit. So what does this mean? The Swiss team maybe regain their position? Yep, into the pits go. And we can take a look. Yep, Swiss team still with issues. Wow, lightning fast change there for Team 72. And we're back with the Ostrov team, dispatching with Team 86 Waldorf. They're 81 laps back on the leaders. Still putting in solid pace when they're not hitting the paintwork. So with Team 20, the Swiss team, still in the pits, we need to look at Team 21, who are going to be taking the position from Team 20 very soon. They're both on 544 laps, so Team 21 out on track right now. Here they come, red and white, Team 21. Passing the Swiss team, who had an extended pit stop and are still now not out on track. Issues for the Swiss team continues. They've retired from the fuel station. They've gone back into the pits. All of which plays into the hands of Team 21. From Singapore, the Temasek racer from Singapore, they are on 6 hydro sticks used. They've got some way to go to catch up with the Netherlands Team 42. But if they keep going like this, let's see what they can do. Team Bulgaria are refueling, which means they must be re-entering the track. That's fantastic news. They've been working so hard in the pits to get that servo replaced, to get that car back up and running. Hydro sticks going in now. Team Bulgaria hopefully re-entering the track very soon. 166 laps back. We've seen them at their best. If anyone can catch up, they can. Singapore team 21 in your shot now. They're in 5th position, but the Netherlands team are not on track. They're ahead of them. So within 2 laps, if they're not back out on track, that team 21 are going to take position 4. Welcome back to the track, team Bulgaria. And the Netherlands team rejoin the track. What does that mean? That's Team 42 holding on to 4th position. They had an extended time off track, but Temasek Racer, Team 21 from Singapore, were not able to take their position. They are still 1 lap behind. Look at this, Team 45, look at the pace they are laying down now. They've got work to do, but they mean business, you can see. Unlapping themselves from Oakwood Pink. Bulgaria are back, and they are laying down the laps. They have come out fighting, they've come out fast. Let's see what they can do.
Alrighty, it's good to see Team Bulgaria out. When I walked through the pits, they were thrashing away trying to get that servo in there. Now they'll make up for some time. I see they're driving full concentration. And they have a lot of work to do. But 3 hours and 16 minutes left in this race. Lots of time. And they are on it. Look at them. They have a lot of fuel, hydro sticks as well to waste. So they can go throw a caution to the wind and just go after it. So let's see. Oakwood still in the lead, 7 laps in front of the Ostrov team. Looks like the EPI Gibbs team had a very bad time. They'll drop down to 7th. The Dutch team is still in 4th, so it looks like they had some issues as well. Let's see if Team Bulgaria can make up that time. Desperately needed to get back up. I believe a top 5 could be possible. Oh, now we see the Hydro PBIS car losing the rear end of its body. Oh no, it was just tucked up underneath the axle a bit. A little body tuck. Common thing in touring car racing in my world. We see Los Temoteros is back on the track after their penalty. And still vibrant and full of energy. But car 73 looking solid. Team Bulgaria moving up a spot on this from 14th to 13th. They can. It's very feasible that they can be up in top 5 within the next hour, barring any problems. He's going to be trying to go as fast as possible, but he cannot risk breaking the car once again. maybe needs to hope for some form of attrition or some problems for the front leaders. With 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3 hours and 14 minutes left to go, he's hoping from the RC gods for some problems, because in order to finish first, you must first finish. And he's looking quite impressive out there. That car is flying. Fastest car on the track right now. And they move up. They will be moving up shortly to that 13th spot. They need to get by the Isa Bruno Hydro team. And that shouldn't be a problem for them. They also been able to go quite far on their Hydro sticks as well. But Oakwood out to a very commanding lead with 605 laps. The Oshriff team with 599. In third, it's the Kazuki Stratoni team with 584 laps. In fourth, the 42 car, the Summer H2 Racing from Netherlands, 575. And the Singaporeans up in fifth spot. So they were aiming for a top five, and they have put themselves in a great position for that right now. So well done to the young Singaporean team. It looks like the and just as I look back, Team Bulgaria has moved up to 13th, setting their sights on Los Stemoteros. Well, Los Stemoteros have 470 laps, and Team Bulgaria has 442. So quite a lot of laps to make up. Not like that, though. Cannot continue to make mistakes. Has to drive smart. Lots of time for Team Bulgaria. We see Team Oakwood getting it wrong in that short straight, getting hammered by a bunch of cars. A testament to that car's durability. We want to thank all of you out there in the crowd and on the online. You are watching the Horizon H2 Hydrogen Grand Prix World Final race here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the 6-hour hydrogen fuel endurance race. We want to thank all of our sponsors. They are Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pinegate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech, and the H2GP Foundation. Coverage being brought to you by RC Racing TV. Right now, looking at our hydro stick consumption, we have two teams that have used 11. Steam Legacy and the Singaporean team both using 11 hydro sticks. And it looks like the HC Vera Racing team on 10. Oakwood still looking very good out there, only using 6. Team Bulgaria on 6 as well. So almost to that halfway mark, 10 minutes away. Bulgaria clocking off some fast laps out there on that track. 453 for them. While Bulgaria Team Bulgaria is absolutely flying out there now. Lots of laps to make up. Picking his line. That car is going wherever he wants. It's handling very good. Going wherever he wants to put it. I mean, this is a great chassis as well, that Mugen M2C. Awesome 10-scale racing platform raced by our professional driver Ronald Volker over in Europe, multi-time world champion. But here, let's see if it can withstand the 6-hour endurance race here at the H2GP 2023. I want to thank all the support from the spectators out here watching. You are watching RC Racing, powered by hydrogen. Very new to me and my genre and sector of RC. Awesome to see these endurance races going on. RC and hydrogen education getting into the high schools. In over 500 schools around the world. 2,500 students, I was told, by Max. So that's very impressive. Great STEM class. There we see Team Bulgaria. They were thrashing away on that car. Very confident in the beginning, as they should have been. They were very good. But as in racing, many things happen, and having to change out that servo cost them quite dearly. Probably cost them about 45 minutes, I would say. Half an hour. So lots of time they got to make up now. But 461 laps, they're chasing down car number 12, who's on 482, and right in front of them is Los Demoteros at 487. Then they can set their sights on Pink Hawk and Waldorf. But right now they are 161 laps back of first. But looking quite steady is that car number 2 of the Ostrov team, who's in. And I say that I believe that's them on their lid. Nope, not them. Our race director reminding the teams to bring in their hydro sticks, because they do get points for energy as well. The least amount of energy consumed will give them points. This is not just about the race. I mean, yes, they want to win the race, but there's also other aspects to this. We had a 3-minute presentation, which I was fortunate not to be a judge of. Got to know a lot of these young racers on Monday. Got to see their cars up close and personal. Right now we have a good battle going on for 4th and 5th between the Singaporeans and the Dutch, both on 600 laps. Let's see if we can pick up that orange car.
Coming down to the end of the straight now.
And there we go. Dutch car looking very solid out there. The most unique looking car we have out on the track. All righty then. Netherlands chasing down the Singaporean team. It looks like they might have got by them. We'll see by when they come across the line. Oh, getting it wrong, and they're going to give that lead back to Team Singapore. Temasek Racing. Looking very solid out there. They're doing a lot better than they thought they would. They thought a top 10 was their goal, but right now they find themselves in 4th, pleasantly in 4th. And about not too far behind 3rd. Team Bulgaria clocking off fast laps, about 10 laps back of 12th. Lots of work for Team Bulgaria after taking over such a commanding lead for the first, let's say, almost 2 hours. We are coming up on the halfway mark. 3 hours and 4 minutes left to go. we are looking very solid out there. Netherlands chasing down. There's their competition right there in front of them. Looks like Team Netherlands is now 2 laps back of the Singaporean teams. Team Legacy trying to chase down the Dutch team. They're currently being scored in 6th. The Swiss team behind them, car number 20, that all red and white car in 7th. The Verva Racing team in 8th. Waldorf, Team Waldorf was very fast in qualifying in 9th. Pink Hawk in 10th. Los Temoteros in 11th. Followed by car number 12 of the VTR Omosi 1 team. Team Bulgaria in 13th. Isa Bruno Hydro in 14th. And the Hydro PBIS in 15th. So all cars still running on this track, which is pretty good. After 3 hours of racing, we saw quite high attrition in the second 2-hour qualifier yesterday. We saw Oakwood Pink just run away with that. We thought that was going to happen today. But we saw at the beginning of the race, they had a vicious battle between them and Team Bulgaria. Bulgaria pulled out to a 14-lap lead and looked very comfortable out there. Then they had a servo failure, which caused them to come in. And we seen Team Bulgaria coming into the track again. Their pilot actually running off the track to pick them up. I guess they're coming in for a hydro stick replacement. We saw Team Bulgaria running off the team furiously. So not sure what's going on. More problems for Team Bulgaria, unfortunately. But no problems for Oakwood Pink and no problems for the Ostrov team right now. Ostrov team still not out of this, barring any issues with the Oakwood Pink team with 3 hours and 2 minutes left on the clock. Anything can happen. And there you see the Oakwood Pink team blowing on their lid on the front of the straightaway. Remember, these cars can break. Hits, continuous hits, hitting off the pipe, getting in accidents will cause things to fail. So it's very good that they keep it off the pipes and minimize these accidents as much as possible, not just for time, but for durability of these cars. And some great driving by the Dutch team. They're tucking right in, getting some drafting of car 21 as they just lambaste the side of Pink Hawk. But now the Singaporeans looking very impressive of their team. Temasek out there with a 4-lap lead, 3-lap lead over the Dutch. So very good for Team Singapore. Doing much better than they expected and chasing down third. Third's not far out of their reach. They are currently 5 laps back. Team 58, the Isa Borno team, has gotten a 2-minute penalty. Our race director laying down the law. And they will have to come off the team off the track for some time. We see Team Bulgaria back out there, so they must have had a quick hydro stick change. Let's see by our graph right here. But now we are coming up on our halfway mark, halfway through the 6 hours. We're coming up on 3 hours left in this race. We need you see the team Las Demoteros on their lid right over the great hustle from their mechanic, getting that car flipped over. Had to run very far for that. And we have the team Hydra PBIS in the pits, as well as 44 of the HC Verva Racing team. What are they? I cannot see what they're doing. They're back out there in time, so good pitting from them. Great teamwork. But Oakwood Pink dialed right now, driving on rails. Nothing's phasing them at the moment. That car is looking solid. 3 hours left to go. We have 2 hours and 59 minutes, 38 seconds left on the clock. We have hit the half-hour way. Lots of racing left in this 6-hour endurance race, just hitting that halfway mark. All cars are still running at the moment, which is great. How many cars will be running at the end? Who will be running in first? Anything can happen. As we've seen it so far in this race, we see one. Just as I say that, our leader gets it a little bit wrong and gets it wrong again. Lots can happen with 3 hours left in this race. The Ostrov team will be looking for something to happen to Oakwood Pink so they can make up some time. Team Bulgaria is looking to 3 laps out of 12 at this moment. So they're looking to put the hammer down and clock off and get up into as much position as possible after leading for quite a long time and losing that after a servo failure. Taking quite some time to change that servo. You see a tumble as that car gets up on the corner dot and just flips him over. Team Bulgaria is on it. 1 lap out of 12. Sets his sights on Team 39 to overtake them. Next is Los Cementeros with their cheering section in the crowd. No coaches in the pit area whatsoever. That's why we see them out there in the crowd. Team Bulgaria moves up into 12th, sets their sights. They have 24 laps to make up on Los Cementeros. So they are on it right now. But look at that. I think the most impressive team with me right now is the Singaporean team, who's now 1 lap out of 3rd. They have really done well. Wasn't expecting them to do this good. I believe they weren't even expecting to do this well. And they are looking very good and positioned for a top 5. We have an interview.
Teachers from H2GP, is that correct?
That's right. Prague British International School. That's what PBIS stands for.
And what's your name?
Hi, I'm Vendula, and I brought this team. 6 months ago, this was we didn't know what H2P was. We didn't know anything about hydrogen cars. And 5 months ago, it was absolutely unthinkable that we would be here in the World Finals. But yesterday, our team proved that we belong here to the top 15. So we are really privileged to be here. We are not a technical school. We are a general school delivering the IB program. So these children, when they come home, they will be working on their extended essays. Many of them will go and start in a drama production or lead a student councils. But they've been through our STEAM program for many years. So I hope it works, and I'm really, really proud of them. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. That's fantastic. What do you think the success is? Where does it come from with these students, especially if they're not just at a STEAM school?
Well, we help them very little to prepare, but we trust them a lot. We empower them, and it's actually been years of a little hard work behind the scene in the STEAM program. So when they got this opportunity, they somehow really got it together quickly. They work very well as a team. So we 100% trust them, and we just make it possible for them.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done to the H2GP team. 6 months ago, they didn't know anything about this, and now they are here competing in the World Finals. Quite excellent, quite a testament to the ingenuity and the great educational values that we get with the Horizon Educational Program, and always good to see. We're getting ready for another interview here as well, it looks like. Let's see. Some people are nervous about being in front of the camera. Oh. All right, that's the team we want to talk to, right? But Team Bulgaria throwing on some hot laps out there right now. The Ostrov team is still maintaining a 7-lap distance behind Oakwood. They definitely need some issues to happen to them. Some bad luck for Oakwood to capitalize on that. But right now, the hottest race right now is for 4th between Singapore Team Temasek, car number 21, and that orange car number 42, that orange wedge-shaped car of Netherlands. And Bulgaria is looking really good out there right now. He is going by people like they are standing still, a testament to his 1/8 scale onward and off-road racing experience. As we are about to talk to some other coach, let's see who this is.
So we're here with the teacher, one of the teachers from Suma H2 Racing from the Netherlands. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And what's your name?
Thomas.
And how are you feeling about the team's progress today?
So far, I'm really proud. They just stick to the plan, and that's good to see. Little startup problems. They have like a quick release body clip, but sometimes the body posts break, so that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, they managed to get into the game again, and that's super to see.
And they're in a really high position. They have been for most of the race. I think the last time I checked, they're in 3rd or 4th. Yeah, that's really exciting. Is that something you expected from the team?
I did not know exactly what to expect, because yesterday was a 2-hour qualifying race, and that's totally different to a 6-hour race. But yeah, we hope we can maintain this position or even climb a little bit. I don't know. Everything can happen. It's still a long, almost 3 hours. So yeah, definitely.
And as a teacher, what's the best part of this experience for you?
The best part is to see them enjoying this race, fixing things themselves, finding solutions. Of course, we talk with them and we keep track on what they're doing, but they manage to do this all by themselves, even the strategy and everything. I think that's, for me, most enjoyable to see.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, too.
Alrighty then, and we are watching that Dutch team right now, trying to stretch out that lead on 4th. On 5th, the Temasek racer from Singapore. And as we said, that car has been having some issues with their body. It's a very ingenuitive, quick release, but it has caused them some issues and crashes and whatnot. They seem to have worked it out. The car looks very good, very solid out there. Performing car, not the fastest. Let's get an interview with, I believe this is one of the...
So, can we get a quick update? I know you were in the pit for a while. You had some issues with the servo. How's it going now?
It's going great. We're back on track and we're like new, but this big of a disadvantage I'm not sure we can counter.
And so what's the approach now that you're a little bit behind? How are you guys going to strategize to get back ahead?
We have enough hydrogen to go full power all the time that's left there.
Fantastic. Good luck.
Thank you.
As we thought, that team, Bulgaria, has enough hydrogen to go full power for the rest of this race. 2 hours and 50 minutes left. Lots of time to make up some time. They need some bad luck for some of these front runners. We haven't seen much attrition here, which is really good. I thought we'd see a few cars out by now, but everybody is back on the track and running. So Bulgaria just has to put their head down, click off those hot laps. They will be the fastest car on the track and just make time up. They currently are 161 laps out of first. So let's see what they can do. Be interesting after the buzzer goes off. As they see, we saw such a great battle between Oakwood and Bulgaria at the start of this race. It was so exciting. We saw Bulgaria pull away to a commanding lead, only to have that servo go bad on them. And in racing, you also need luck, and they had good luck at the start and bad luck at that point, which helped Oakwood out, who's having some good luck at the moment and doing quite well. 8-lap lead over second. The Ostrov team just does not seem to be able to catch up to them. So they also need something to happen to Oakwood in order to capitalize on that. As we see, the team from Singapore has moved now into fourth place. They All right, so we hear our race director calling in. Each team will have to come in for a 4-minute mandatory technical inspection. So the first team up is car number 39. So this, I don't know how to say this. It's going to be equal for everybody, but it's very interesting. Mandatory technical inspection. Never seen that in my form of racing, so I understand it. Should be good for the teams. Hopefully it tightens things up, but we shall see. Right now we're on board with the fastest car on the track. That is Team Bulgaria, that green, white, and red themed car. They have quite some laps to make up to catch up to car number 11. 2 hours and 47 minutes, 23 seconds left in this race. Oakwood Pink still maintaining that 8-lap lead over the Ostrov team, car number 73. You can see Team Bulgaria is just coming up on the rear end of that car. That's a great pass by Team Bulgaria. Ostrov team just going slightly wide, allowing them by. Lots of racing left here at the 2023 H2GP, brought to you by Horizon Education and also by our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech for all your servo needs, H2GP Foundation. We want to thank all their sponsors for their support. Thank you all to the teachers and coaches and parents that are out there watching this, all of the people out there watching it across the world. Thank you for all your support. This broadcast is brought to you by RC Racing TV. This is turning out to be quite a big 6-hour race. Now we're coming up, I guess, on the home stretch as we've now gone past the halfway mark. So 4-hour mandatory technical inspections coming up for these drivers. Let's see how this plays out for these teams. Oh, no, not good for Team Bulgaria. They need to minimize this type of stuff. All the hard work that they make just gets blown away when they make accidents like that. I understand that they have to push the issue, and they need to carve out these laps. Oh, whoa! And there we see. that was a hard hit right there for the Oakwood team. Let's see if we can follow our... Let's follow our random car here. Let's show some love to one of these random cars out there. Maybe they got parents and people watching them. Let's follow Waldorf. They were very fast yesterday. That blue and go. Oh, just as I say that, they get hit from behind. Waldorf kind of just hanging around at that 8th, 9th, 10th position all day. Had their car stamped on by one of the racers. I actually saw one of the racers actually got injured. Had to have the medical crew come in there and check out his sprained ankle. Must have jumped and twisted his ankle somewhat. Utmost dedication to turn marshalling his cars, his teammates' cars. Alrighty, so as we see the crowds gathering up over there in the food court, having a look at this RC racing. This is RC racing. Cars powered by hydrogen. Great activity for youngsters. Get your children into RC. Waldorf getting a little bit wrong there, getting it back on track. Let's follow one of these other cars. Let's follow the Ostrov team in second, who's still just maintaining that lead. Here they are, Steady Freddy. Looks like they have Team Bulgaria right behind them. Team Bulgaria still got a lot of laps to make up. Lots of laps to make up. There's your leader, Oakwood Pink, coming across the line. Alrighty, Team 73, still in second place, 8 laps back of Oakwood Pink. Have a commanding 17 lap lead over third. The Kazuki Storoni team just kind of quietly in third for like hours now. Has not budged, has not moved. Just there in third, not being bothered, waiting for something to happen. 702 laps for them. Oakwood Pink on 726 laps. Incredible to think how many laps Team Bulgaria would have had they not had that servo failure. They are confident that they will come back. I believe first is way out of their reach, but a top 10 or better would be their goal. Disappointed with that, but that could be a good goal, a good comeback for this race. But Team Ostrov is looking for that first place finish. Let's see how many hydro sticks they have left. Do they have enough to push at the end? They're on 8, so plenty of hydro sticks left. Now we're 2 hours and 39 minutes left. You see the EPI Gibbs team coming in, that Swiss team coming in with a plethora of problems yesterday and drive-through penalties. for them. Four-minute inspection, mandatory technical inspections coming up for each team out there. As we see that Ostrov team coming into the pits. And the Dutch are being called in for their 4-minute technical inspection. Team Ostrov coming in for fuel. Oakwood Pink stretching out that lead to 10 laps now. We hear some sort of carnage as we hear the oohs and the ahs and the groans from the crowd. So somebody's getting hit out there. Let's see who it is. That's Waldorf. Oh no, they've lost the wheel. They were having issues with that car earlier on. Oakwood having some issues too, being pulled off the track. This bodes well for Ostrov. Team Ostrov, Oakwood's off the track. Let's make the best of it. Oh no. Their mechanics are frantically... Oh, they're back on the track. Okay. That was some quick thinking by them. But poor Waldorf losing a wheel. Oh. Ostrov unable to capitalize on that off-track experience by Oakwood Pink. See, they're driving a lot better. They had made a lot of mistakes early out in their race, keeping calm. We see some body modifications going on for team number
Belgium.
For the Belgian team. Cutting out something there, it looks like. They think they had wheel wells as well. Uncut wheel wells. Waldorf trying to get their car back going.
Should take a look at Team 57 out there on track. They are in 6th place, but they have the hungriest vehicle on 13 hydro sticks.
That's that orange and purple car. It's in that behind that yellow car, and it just got in an accident as I say that. Oh. $13 hydro sticks for this car coming across the loop right now. Very thirsty car. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Where is it?
Car number 57. Right there. Currently trying to get past Waldorf after getting that wheel on, after having a wheel nut come loose. But the big movers, Team Bulgaria, pulling within 5 laps of Los Demoteros. So Bulgaria on the move. Once they get past Los Demoteros, they can set their sights on the HC Vera racing team. Bulgaria, 6 hydro sticks. They have full power left with 2 hours and 35 minutes left in this race. There you see the Steam Legacy team looking quite sharp in their Tiger Jackets, sorry. Tiger Dragon. I'm making up animals in my brain now. I think a Tiger Dragon would be cool.
Yep.
I like those jackets.
As somebody rubbed somewhere out on that track, you can hear the grinding of Lexan on tyres.
Yeah, it's quite loud, actually. Quite loud, but Team 57 hasn't got a body rub. They're in 6th place. They're 6 laps out of 5th. But look at that. The Singaporean team, Team Temasek, 11 lap lead in fourth. Well done to that team. Excellent driving, excellent strategy. Surprising. As we hear our race director calling in Team 58 for their mandatory 4-minute technical inspection. Steam Legacy throwing on some clean laps right now. And there we see Team Bulgaria, a team on a mission right now. Whoa, great drive of that car right there on its lid. That could have been very disastrous for Team Bulgaria had they hit that car full chat on that straightaway. That car number 72 has gotten no love this weekend, too. Let's have a look at that. Let's find car 72 on the track. There it is. It looks like the Bulgaria car with the wing. It's right behind the 57 right now. There we are. I really like the look of this car. It still is one of the cars with a wing still in place. So we see the Singapore team coming in for a fuel stop, well, a hydro stick change. But that car is looking very dialed right now, hanging in third. Quite far back. There's Team Singapore coming in for a hydro stick change.
They're already on 13 hydro sticks used, so is this number 14?
Yeah, it looks like it. They're just going with the one hydro stick. So 2 hours and 32 minutes left. They have less than 10. They have 9 left. 8 left.
And over 2.5 hours to go.
Very interesting, very interesting. But you know, look at that. Right now, Oakwood and Bulgaria still are the only teams on 6. But the most impressive part about that is Oakwood's been on the track a lot longer than Bulgaria.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that higher. It's so crazy what happened in the first hour, how they went through 5. And now they're just, this 1.6 is made, they're changing a battery there.
The LiPo change.
In Singapore. Right now, you're getting nervous. You got to keep calm. Can't let the nerves get to you. A nice, calm pit stop is better than a nervous, frantic one. Make sure all your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed, and get that car back out there. You don't want to have to bring it back in.
About going slow to go fast, isn't it?
In the endurance racing, you have lots of time. But right now, they have 2 hours and 31 minutes, plus a mandatory 4-minute stop. Singaporean team. But we are on board with car number 72, the Kazuki Trojoni team from
Slovakia.
I like that car looks like a real car with a wing. Looks really sporty, well painted. They look almost like twins right now with Bulgaria right behind them. Oh, and they make a mistake. Bulgaria is going to come by. He's now 2 laps back from 11th. Team Bulgaria. Making up quite a lot of time. As we see our race director eagle-eyed out there watching for any infractions by these drivers. Ready to dole out penalties when needed. I think I've seen more stop-and-goes penalties here than I do in most world championships that I've attended, which is great. She is laying down the law. Oh, woo, that was close. That could have been very ugly for both cars. I don't think that was his fault, though he doesn't have to really stop. But he does anyway. Great sportsmanship. That car is going to suffer right now while it's on his lid.
keeping an eye on the pit tables. Could Oakwood Pink be coming in for a pit stop, making some adjustments to their special pit table?
Oh, yes. So they'll come in and look, he's getting ready. He is on his knees already.
They have a bespoke pit table that they're using. And
let's see this pit. Let's see how fast.
We want to see how this goes.
They are, oh, look at that. On it. Look at that. Whoa, that was epically fast. I think they've done this before. Wow.
Done.
Very fast pit stop for the Oakwood team. So you can tell they've practiced that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the closest thing to an F1 team I've seen in RC yet, to be honest. So, well done. Science Mode points, 10 out of 10 for them. Team Bulgaria now one lap out of 12. They've got Los Demoteros in their sights. That yellow car, they're looking to get past that and move up to 11th. Perseverance is key. It isn't over till it's over. It looks like more mistakes for Los Demoteros. That all bodes well. Uh-oh. Something looks wrong with their car. Okay. Looks to be steering very erratic. And they are coming into the pit. Something happened to their car. Oh, that was close. One of the turn marshals almost stepped on another car. We saw a penalty doled out 15 minutes for that earlier. As Team Bulgaria takes over that 11th spot, they are approximately 15 laps back of 10th, Pink Hawk. We have lots of time left, but they still have to come in for their 4-minute mandatory technical inspection, but so does all the other teams. Let's see what they can do. Excellent drive. Probably, I would have to say that Team Bulgaria has been the best driver all day. All day. Barring
absolutely.
He has shown his testament to being choosing RC racing as his hobby sport. And that experience and that knowledge of doing that for many, many years has come through for Team Bulgaria. And he is looking to carry this team as far as he can as he avoids some stopped cars right there. That was some quick thinking, quick reactions from the young driver. You only have a split second to do things like that. So well done to him. But still, the Ostrov team right out in front of third place. Oakwood Pink is still 9 laps. Pink Hawk coming in for a hydro stick change, which bodes well for Team Bulgaria, who's going to look to take advantage of this time in the pits. But it looks like a very quick pit for Pink Hawk. So Pink Hawk just getting their body clips back on, going to get that pink and white car back out there. So never seen a Pink Hawk in my life, but I guess they exist in RC. Pink Hawk out as Bulgaria goes by. Bulgaria still on 6 hydro sticks. They are getting great efficiency out of this car because they have put pedal to the metal for the last 45 minutes. As they go gunning down the straightaway across the loop once again, trying to get those laps back, chasing down Pink Hawk, who's on 641. Team Bulgaria 632. After that, they can set their sights on the HC Verva team at 647. Not out of their reach to reach up and get up into a top 10 spot, maybe as high as 6th. Could salvage a top 5 with 2 hours and 24 minutes left in this race. We want to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this race. This is the Horizon 2023 Hydrogen Grand Prix World Final. We want to thank all of our sponsors, especially RePlus for having us here at the convention. But the sponsors that make this possible, they are Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate. We want to say thank you to our sponsors, Raven, Suburban Renewables, Pine Gate, Blue Ridge Power, High Tech USA for all your servo and charging needs, and of course, the H2GP Foundation. Thank you for all their support. We greatly appreciate it. None of this is possible without that. As we see the battle, the cars that look very much alike. That is Bulgaria versus Slovakia out on the track. Oh, we see a massive accident there between the car 57 and the car of the 42 of the Netherlands. Bulgaria now pulling to within 6 laps of car number, the position 11, Pink Hawk. Some of these spectators have been in the stand since the very beginning this morning, dedicated to watching their students and their sons and daughters racing. Always great to see the support from parents and teachers as we are about to go have an interview.
So we're here with the CEO of Raven, Matt Murdoch. Matt, how do you feel about being at the H2GP race today?
This is fantastic. This is great. I mean, to watch all the kids running, watching the cars go, the energy, it's fantastic. And I'm actually on the. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah. And what do you think this kind of program teaches students? What's valuable about the type of skills that they learn doing this?
Yeah, no, I think we were talking about that earlier. I think the idea of being able to have the kids to work on a project, learn the engineering, learn team building, and be able to share responsibilities with one another, take responsibility for your part. And as I was saying earlier, it's really great to be with a team that can win together and a team that can lose together. Because in the real world, you want to work with people that are going towards the goal, whether things are going well today or not.
Collaboration, commitment to an idea, see it through to the end, and be willing to fail together.
And jumping in when somebody else can't do something, or running in there and grabbing the car or fixing something, it's wonderful. Yeah.
And I guess with Raven, how important do you see renewable energy education for your kind of development of talent in the future?
Yeah, Raven takes it very seriously. We need qualified technical people working for Raven. We need the culture to understand these things as a whole. I mean, Raven is committed to do teams pretty much everywhere we do a project. So whether it's a jet fuel project or whether it's a hydrogen project, we're going to be sponsoring teams with this because this is a fantastic opportunity for kids to learn things that they would not normally have a chance to learn.
Thank you, Matt.
No, thank you. It's fantastic.
Alrighty, and thank you from a word from our sponsors, the owner of Raven. Right now, Team Bulgaria, 3 laps out. They have definitely put the hammer down. They are the fastest car in the team, and I'm looking. Oh, wow. So Team 16, Oakwood Pink, came in for their 4-minute mandatory technical inspection, which has allowed the Ostrov